Awesome. So yeah, last we left this intrepid group of adventurers, you all were talking to the good fellow, older Raven Guard of Baldur's Gate fame now, and began to kind of find out what was exactly going on from him. You found out the city had descended. He rallied his knights and some paladins of Torm to try and secure as many people as they could. They fought back against the devils, but some of the Hell Knights who had joined him had actually betrayed and more or less deserted and abandoned them. And with that knowledge, you guys realized that pretty much at this stage, he was at a loss of what to do. And he was hoping to send you guys out, since you seem very capable, to kind of scout out Avernus and see if you can find some sort of means by which to save the city of Elturel. Because as we speak, the city is slowly being pulled by these massive black iron chains down to the surface of Avernus, where below it rages the blood war between devils and demons, as well as the flowing river Styx. And having this discussion with him and agreeing to continue on, especially with Rhea, who is on a mission to save Elturel, she decided to join you guys as part of the scout team to see what you guys could find, any sort of solution. The kind of two main bits to this quest is one, you need some means by which to break the chains that are holding the city. And the other thing you need is something that can get the city out of hell. So two pretty tall orders. The with that information in mind, there was some conversation, I believe, was the conversation with Lulu happened later, I think, about Zariel. So you guys all kind of geared up, got ready to go, spied one of the chains and saw a hole in the wall that you could approach like the nearest chain, so you didn't have to spend too much time on the surface of Elturel. Went to this chain and found out they were huge, huge chain links. And I believe Cap tried to tinker around with it to see if there's any means by which mundane items could break these chains, and there was no way. Extremely powerful, enchanted items that would take something equally powerful and magical to destroy. That information had you guys decided the only way you actually could make it down safely is probably descending the chains themselves. As you kind of peered over the edge, you could see there was a massive battle between devils and demons that was going on directly beneath Elturel, some 500 feet below you. So you guys began to head down the chain. I believe someone was being carried, if I recall. I don't.
Leroy.
That's right. Leroy was being carried because Leroy had digivolved in the latest slumber to become a bit more of a little less of a snake and a little more of a dragon.
He's like the fat caterpillar in A Bug's Life that gets the tiny wings.
Yep.
Yeah, except he'll be able to fly one day.
One day.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah. But you guys continued down.
In German.
Well, I believe the caterpillar was.
It's very good. It's very good, yeah.
Is Leroy turning German? Yes, mistress.
No, he is still himself, and now that he speaks parcel tongue, of course, Max does, and Harlan already knew parcel tongue, so
apparently,
unbeknownst to him, he could understand Leroy. That's a good, yeah. And his dragon mark was reacting to Leroy's presence. But yeah, you guys began to head down the chain and realized that they were kind of exuding this necromantic energy. And continued down safely, but as safely and as quickly as you could, without risking people falling off. There were a couple close calls. Someone, I want to say was it Durva,
Yep.
almost fell
Yep.
off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe Rhea caught her before she could
Rhea
fall.
almost fell off, and then Durva almost fell off.
Yep, and Rhea did almost fall off
Thank
too.
God for Bardic.
And so, yeah, the Bardic saved Rhea, and then Rhea turned around and saved Durva, the Bard. So there you go.
Bardic
Turnabout
saved
is fair
Rhea.
play.
Rhea saved Bardic.
Say Bard. There you go. She's like, I really need those Bardic inspirations. You know, I just
She's itching.
if you could
just
stay
a little.
alive. Yeah. So, that cocaine. No, but you guys got close to the bottom of the chains, and you saw these large winged demons descend upon you. You recognize them. They seem to break off from a nearby battle, seeing you guys coming down the chains, and attacked you. You dispatched these rocks, though they did a bit of a number on a couple people, especially Durva. Poor Durva. And eventually you kind of spoke to Lulu, and she made mention of a place that kind of looked like a big fist that she remembered, a place called Fort Knucklebone. She didn't remember too much about it exactly, but it was a good destination for you guys to head to. The only thing she mentioned is I think she talked about the Kenku and meeting some Kenku there that were helpful.
Yes.
But you guys managed to spy out Fort Knucklebone. You were also given a map, I believe, of Avernus from older Ravengard, which is virtually useless as far as you can tell, because it doesn't like denote any sort of distance or relative direction of things. And you weren't 100% certain where you were. You kind of figured you were in a place and went from there. Uh, so you think you've got an idea of generally where you are in proximity to everything else around you based upon the landmarks that are on the map, however reliable that thing might be. But you spied a large kind of knuckly looking hand off in the distance and assumed that was probably Fort Knucklebone. So you went ahead and began march in that direction, eventually coming to the gates, where you met up with a bunch of strange gnomish creatures wearing these kind of wet red caps on their heads. Notably, they are red caps. And you kind of they wanted you guys to do silly things in order to get in. And Durva did a few of them, and eventually realized the door was just open. But the red caps were greatly amused, so they let you in with no issues. When you entered, the Kenku noticed Lulu, and one of them ran off, noting that she was there. And you guys just kind of came into the camp, got some stock of the place, saw a floating flaming skull, a big fiendish flesh golem being harrowed by a bunch of madcaps, and the other Kenku that was still working on this infernal machine. Eventually, you met with Mad Maggie, who was very interested to see Lulu and was very happy to see her, kind of remarking that she had met her once before. And Mad Maggie was keenly interested in helping you unlock Lulu's memories and offered to do a ritual that would let you dive into her mind and memories in hopes of finding it. She was salivating at the prospect of it, which was a little off-putting, but this is some sort of weird witchy lady, so par for the course in hell, probably. You agreed.
Maggie.
You agreed to do this ritual, and she told you she would need some time to prepare it. And please avail yourself of the camp, and feel free to make yourselves useful, more or less. Max, being very tired, wanted to find a place to take a nappy poo, and Durva had joined her along with Mortimer, as well as Lulu. And then I believe it was Harlan and Cap went around exploring the camp with Rhea, and kind of got into some shenanigans. Cap helped Clonk, the Kenku Clonk, repair their demon machine. You guys helped Barnabas eventually. I believe Durga joined to help Barnabas retrieve his tooth from a madcap by the
Those
name of Grubba.
assholes. Those
Where
assholes.
there was a lot of intimidation attempts being made, and a slap fight ensued between Harlan and the Madcaps.
And
They're like,
Horse
hey,
attempted
and they
to sit on one of them.
Yeah, your horse traded someone one of them. But it was funny enough and amusing to them that they didn't become hostile, and eventually they gave you the tooth. Once you kind of made some more broader threats, and I believe then you returned the tooth to Barnabas, who was very grateful and told you he would let Mad Maggie know that you did him a solid. I'm struggling to remember exactly when the conversation happened with Lulu, but there was a conversation at
top of the chains before we went down. We had
top
a
of the
big
chains.
conversation.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I'll hit that real quick. Yeah, there was a big conversation with her early on concerning Zariel and the fact that you all, why would Zariel do this to these people? Why are all these devils in service to her? She can't be good, and everything you've heard about her is nothing good. But Lulu is, she's trying to defend her bestest friend, and she seemed really distraught over the thought that Zariel's bad. She
Oh, I
doesn't
remember.
want.
That was
Yeah.
when you guys were all ganging up on her, Harlan.
Yeah, it was right
stepped
before
in
we
and
went down
Harlan-
the chains.
And Harlan promised to. I believe it was Harlan who promised to help her. Save Zariel if she's in danger.
Yes.
To which
Harlan
we
did.
all agreed. We were just
Yeah, you all
hesitant,
agreed, and that made her feel better.
and we
But,
made her make a promise.
Yeah, that basically if Zariel did turn out to be, in fact, unredeemable evil, she would not stop you guys. If that's what happened to her, then that's not the Zariel she knows. So, but we pick up here in the camp. Barnabas thank you so much for what you've done. The whistling's gone, thank God. And around this time, Max, you kind of wake up with a little sleeping Lulu and a very dutiful Leroy watching over the little holy font that he knows you love.
Don't worry, Leroy. I love you more than her.
It is fine, mistress.
All right, so I did do
Max-
my short rest.
Max wakes up and looks where is everybody? And Morty, why do you have it?
I'm just sitting here. I'm sorry, but Durga was very curious about what was going on outside, so she wanted to leave, and I said we shouldn't leave Max alone, especially in this place, and he gestures to the general decor, because that could be bad. So I stayed here to be helpful.
Max looks around the room, and it definitely does not look like her expected and usual sleeping quarters, and nods to Morty. Well, thank you, but you can take your hand off my butt.
That is an accusation. That is not true. You're making things up. That's not fair. He backs away from you.
Leroy saw everything.
It was the spooning.
It was spooning.
Leroy just stares at Mortimer. Mortimer goes, okay, well, you're up, so I'm gonna go find the rest of it. Bye!
Morty, it's
Seriously.
fine to tell her that I made you spoon with us for warmth.
Actually, Mortimer runs out here.
Max gathers up her stuff and heads out to see what's going on. She gets Leroy to follow her.
And Lulu,
Where the hell is everybody?
Are
takes a
these
nap.
rocks on the side,
s-
kind of where Durva's picture is? Is that like low
You
enough
saw
for her
them
to
run
be
down this way.
sitting on? So I could just be
Oh,
chilling.
yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
just
sure.
chilling then, while they do their thing.
Max, you'd come out over here, seeing.
Okay.
Whew. Hey, how's it going, everyone?
While that was going on, I would like to bring out my paper and have a conversation with it.
Oh, before they arrive. Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
And then we'll jump to Harlan and Rhea and them and see what they're up to. So we'll do a quick scene with Durva. So we'll have. All right. You pull out your paper.
Durva wants to know why Xanarath hasn't been coming to me in my dreams. The last 2 sleeps, I've gotten nothing from her to guide me. And if I did something wrong.
You've asked multiple questions. The paper scrawls out a note that says, "Nothing wrong. I'll be there soon."
And my other question would be, do we stay or do we go?
You watch as the paper scratches out on it, "Seek Zariel's sword."
Where?
You see that it begins to like try and draw a map, but then it becomes confused and it begins scribbling madly and matter until the whole page is turned black,
Okay.
as if it's unable to locate it.
And I don't think I wrote down her name, but the hag lady, I just want to put on or ask, do we let it seek into Lulu's mind? Oh, that's right. I did write it down. Mad Maggie did.
Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie.
So
It's Mad Maggie.
Do we let Mad Maggie go into Lulu's mind?
There's a delay in the response, but then the paper clears from the blackness and the word "yes" appears.
Okay, so my intuition is correct. That was my word of the day. Yes. Good. Awesome. And I put the paper away.
Well, that's going on. Harlan, Cap will be joining us soon. But Harlan, Cap, and Rhea, you are returning the tooth to Barnabas.
I think after we return that tooth, Barnabas mentioned something about helping out the golem dude.
Oh yeah, he
I
says,
think
if you would like to help out the camp further, yes, you should help out Mickey. He's a good guy.
okay, but how?
Well, get the madcaps to leave him the fuck alone, I suppose.
You want me to pick a fight with more crazy midgets?
You don't
What?
have to. Look, I just saw you slap those other ones in the face for a solid 5 minutes. I'm sure you'll be fine.
My beauty sleep was interrupted.
Harlan needs his booty sleep.
Look, you don't have to do it. I was just saying, if you want to make Mad Maggie happy, then yeah, helping that golem would be a great step in the right direction.
He starts trotting over there.
All right, have a great day. It's just like,
another great day in hell, he yells as he trots away.
yes, indeed.
Where are you going?
The skull like kind of cackles and floats off, kind of like up over the knuckles to keep watchful eyes for any red caps that might try and punch his tooth out.
Oh.
While that's happening, do the rest of you guys want to catch up to Harlan?
Yeah, I would get up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll say you guys catch up to Harlan as Harlan's going with Rhea and Gap in tow. And there you go, Max. Your whole crew follows you, Harlan, as you head up to the
Roll deep.
Madcaps.
Roll deep.
Gross booty sucker.
And as you are approaching, what you see before you is this horrid-looking creature.
Yeah, I don't need that.
A strange, like, construct of flesh, these beady black eyes, and you see he's like shuffling around uncomfortably. And these little madcaps are dancing around, cackling at him, and they go, "Do the Mickey!" And they start doing the same shuffling around, and they're dancing, and they're laughing at him.
Do the Mickey. Okay.
Do the Freddy.
Uh, Durva walks up to them as they're doing the Mickey, and she would go, "Now do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg." And do the stanky leg.
Make a performance check, I'll say.
Yeah, seriously, you
on.
need to be doing the stanky leg. Come on, you gotta do it. Max starts clapping. Come on, Durva.
25.
I'm getting into this stanky leg. I'm getting low.
The madcaps stop paying attention to the struggling golem, and they all go, kind of start to move towards you, and they start looking at Durva. They all gotta do this like flying bee formation. They go, "Oh, get a stanky leg," and they start dancing around,
Whack.
trying to
whack,
mimic your moves.
Whack.
Oh my god.
It's the flying bee.
No. I would just do the whole that whole song.
You see this golem kind of mournfully wail, and is still awkwardly shuffling, moving oddly, as it kind of like sits down on this knuckle.
I would just
How gross is he on a scale of 1 to 10?
How gross is he?
Yeah.
Like probably a solid 7 of grossness.
Ugh.
I want to finish up them doing the stanky leg by like pointing to this one and say, "Oh, you ugly. You your mama's son. Hey, hey."
Oh my god.
Give me,
Max
we'll
is
call it another performance check.
Can Harlan help with that since he's also no stranger to the performing arts?
You're proficient?
I am. Well, I'm not. Yes, actually, I am. Never mind. I am proficient in
Then
performance.
yes, Harlan will attempt to aid you. You can roll again for the advantage.
That's better.
All right, the madcaps look to this one, and they all go, "Yeah, your mother, yeah," and they all kind of like start encircling them, and then you get this one goes, "Wait, what?" And they shank him to death and kill him.
Oh my god.
And they all start laughing.
Harlan
They start
claps.
dancing around his dead body.
Harlan claps at them because he's like, this is, kind of gross and sick, but these are probably evil things anyway, so he really doesn't care. Hey, if they thin themselves out, I'm all right with that.
I start laughing out of discomfort for what just happened in front of me, and start doing the Macarena.
Harlan mouths at Durva very silently, move away.
Macarena.
Go ahead and make another performance check.
She comes behind Durva, is like,
stop.
As I was walking past her, can I help again?
Well, they're following her now because she's continuing to dance. They're like, yeah, Macarena.
Quick, point at one of them.
Nah. This one looks up at you.
I'm talking to Durva. Point at one of them.
When I go, "Hey, Macarena," I point at this one.
We'll give you one more performance check here.
Oh no. Please be good to me. Okay.
This one runs up and boots this one in the head with its big metal boots, knocks him to the ground, prone, and he goes, "Hey," and gets back up. And they begin to cheer.
Durva claps, because she's really awkward right now.
Alright. Max grabs Durga by the shoulder and moves her away from the back behind Flex Armstrong.
These madcaps begin to get in a fist fight with one another and begin like rolling off to the side as they all start punching each other.
What was this guy's name again? The flesh golem?
Mickey, they called him.
Harlow walks up
Ooh.
and he goes, "Hey, Mickey, you
so
fine?"
You're so fine.
You're so fine, you blow my mind.
Ooh.
Like questioning, asking if he's all right.
The creature regards you. Make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage because you helped get rid of the madcaps.
Oh, I shift clicked that one.
Let's go. You can roll again.
I crit.
Nice. You see that this creature kind of groans heavily, and the strange fleshy tube kind of pulses as he groans, and he looks down to you. He sees a very sad look on this creature's face.
How tall is this thing?
It's probably 12 feet tall.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Lathander be praised.
But it raises one of its huge feet up, and you see what appears to be a large bone embedded in the bottom of his foot,
Aww.
like a thorn in a lion's paw.
Mouse to his lion.
Take it out. Take it out.
Harlan beckons Cap over because Cap is better at the medicinal arts. He's like,
Cat
"Hey, can you help me with
T-poses and
this?"
flies over.
He's like, "Let's get this surgically removed." I guess.
What is Cap's? I gotta grab his character sheet. 1 second, please.
I think he's better at medicine than I am.
We'll see. My
I only have +1, and I'm definitely not proficient in it.
The cleric has to be good at medicine. I skipped the
He's a
degree. I
cleric.
just went straight for holy power to heal people. I don't. Oh whack!
I have-
Shit, Cap has a +7 to
Okay.
medicine.
Hell yeah!
I would also like to, because it's like an animal and I care for it, touch Cap and give him guidance.
All right.
Is it an
so
animal?
who would like to roll for Cap? 1d20 +7, and then you can roll a d4 on top of that.
Just let Harlan do it since
I'll
he's
do it.
rolling.
Yeah.
Someone roll. That's okay.
Joey
Harlan
said
do
it. She'll do it. No, you say you do it. You go.
Alright, what am I rolling? What am I?
1d20?
1d20.
Yep, and we'll add 7.
There's my D4 for him. 1.
25, and yep, plus another 1. So yeah, very easily, Cap comes up. He's a master of bones. Extruding a bone from someone's foot is the easiest thing in the world to him. He grabs it and yanks it out, and it appears to be like a part of a bone to like a wing of a devil. So Cap will add that to his inventory. He's got the
Sweet.
a devil wing bone. So
Cap is drooling while he pulls it out.
Hey, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can note that, Cap. You have a devil wing bone, and actually, if you check your character sheet when you can, I updated your armor and I called it the ossuary. So I hope you like that name.
I do like that name. Now I just got to find my keys to get in my house.
There you go.
Cap is drooling. That was perfect timing, Cap.
Yeah.
I'm
Cap is
surprised.
absolutely salivating at the fact that he just got another bone to add to his arsenal of
I'm
bone.
surprised you don't have skeleton keys to get into your house.
He's whittling them as
You know, that's almost disrespectful to Cap. He doesn't like skeleton keys. They're not made of bones at all.
He could make one out of bone.
They're a lie. Authentic skeleton keys. You put your signature Cap on it.
You see Cap. I'll describe this for you, Cap. You see this huge fleshy golem reaches out to give you a hug. Do you let it?
Oh, can I roll inside on it?
Yeah. He wants to roll insight while he's getting in. He wants to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
have pretty good
+7.
insight too. My wisdom's like
Yeah,
+4
yeah,
or
you get a
something.
+7. Yeah, you're proficient as well.
Hey,
Yeah,
Keith,
so it's this creature seems genuinely thankful to you for helping it.
Cap opens up for a big ol' hug.
Yeah, it kind of lifts you up in the air. You're about like 6 feet into the air from your normal like standing on the ground, and then he sets you down, and you see the creature nods to you, and you can only interpret its facial expression as a look of thanks, as it kind of jauntily and happily begins to wander back into the Knuckleborn fort.
what was his name again?
Mickey.
Mickey. Hey, Mickey, you're so
Remember,
fine.
he's so fine.
Mickey is now Cap's buddy.
Mascot.
But as far as Cap's concerned, I don't know how Mickey feels about the situation.
But yeah, so Mickey will go somewhere,
Tame him, Cap.
but he seemed to be quite happy.
Harlan wants to get away from these weirdo red caps or mad caps.
The Madcaps brawl has moved northward.
I see they move northward.
Actually, you
and I
know
come
what?
Back down to Max.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll for this. I'm gonna see.
Max,
We're gonna do
Max
cardinal
really wants to
directions.
shoot them.
No.
She really wants to shoot them.
They actually tumble southward.
No, I'm hiding behind Leroy and the horse.
Let me get away from that. This is one where he sits back up.
Yeah, I just start going down because I'm just like, yeah, this is dope. I'm done here.
Dervish running to stay behind the horse.
As you get to there, Harlan, you see as these two ravens flutter by and land in front of you.
Are they? How big are they? Like super tiny?
Yeah, they're the size of ravens.
So
And one of
Harlan's
them-
looking down at them. He's just like, "Hello?
This raven looks at you and goes, "Hey, you."
What's up?"
Speaks in a common voice. In common. He kind of hops over.
You forgot
Yeah.
I and E and Y.
Huh?
What?
Max is like, "What's up?"
He said AU
Yeah.
on EIY.
And you guys, and this other one goes, hey, guys, yeah, mind staying a second? Let's have a little chit chat. Yeah, a little chit chat.
Chat about what?
Two
What do you want
ravens.
to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
You guys seem like you're doing a lot of stuff here. You're helping out like Mad Maggie's crew.
I guess.
Maybe.
Sure.
I mean, that guy. Those things just
Yeah.
killed one of their own dudes. So I don't know if you consider that helping or not.
Those guys, she gets a ton of those. It's fine. They're no big deal. The Mad Caps, the Red Caps, they can kill each other, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Can I kill
fuck
them?
those guys.
Can I kill them?
You could kill a couple probably and get away with it, but you know what? It's a good point. Do you want to kill a Mad Cap, buddy?
I mean, not right now. I mean,
Kinda.
the guys I was slapping earlier kind of deserved it, but I'm over it.
Yeah, but what if we told you there's a traitor, like a Mad Cap or a Red Cap traitor here?
I mean, do you have
right?
Do you have proof?
they look
I
at
don't
each
want
other.
to piss
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
off.
Yeah, Red Cap. Oh, we got plenty of proof. We got tons of proof on this guy.
Show me the proof.
Yeah, Harlan's like, I don't mean to flaunt my horn here, but I'm really good at finding proof, so I need to know this is legit proof. He's remembering his mansion escapades.
Right.
Oh, good
Remembers
Lord.
another life.
You mean when Max just killed the people with the proof?
Oh,
He
yeah,
remembers his puzzle box proof.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. So the reason we know he's a traitor, the reason we know is because we made him one. Yeah.
Wait,
So
Harlan's like, wait, what? You made him a
Yeah,
traitor?
Yeah. So here, no. See, he doesn't like us. Yeah, he doesn't like us.
So what did you do to
Mad
make
Maggie
him a
loves
traitor?
us.
Yeah.
Well, we played a bit of a jokesy on him, all right? We played a little jokesy, and he got all pissed off, and now he's kind of rabble-rousing some of his buddies, and he's gonna try and take me and my buddy here out. And Mad Maggie loves us. We're like Mad Maggie's right hand, and they look at each other. Ravens, yeah, ravens.
Why don't you go
She
tell
can
Mad Maggie
everything
then?
about you.
I'm not clear because I've learned that actions have consequences. So
This one laughs. Sorry, what was that?
actions have consequences.
Yeah, no shit, you're in hell.
So what's in it for us? Like, this seems like a you problem.
What's in
I
it
think-
for you?
I think
This one
Harlan's
pops
also
over
gonna.
here.
Pay us?
Yeah, we'll pay you. We'll pay you in favors.
I think Harlan's also like
I want money.
checking like the validity or the sincerity of what they're saying
Yeah,
while they're saying
you
it
can-
too.
You can insight if you'd like.
You know what I want?
But this one hops over here and says, "Listen,
I want Maggie's word.
oh, we
These
can
guys
give
are
Man Maggie's
definitely-
word. Oh yeah, they're above
definitely-
board.
I want-
Harlan, 100%.
Done 100%.
I want a really cool fucking ring. A ring
You want a
that's
ring?
really cool, that does shit. That's what I want.
Oh, a ring that does shit. Does Mad Maggie have any of those? This one kind of
That one's-
turns huge.
Oh my god, okay, buddy, calm down, buddy. Come on.
Why
I'm
did
just
it do that?
saying.
Hold on, let me adjust his size. There we go.
Yeah, that's more like it. Now you even smaller than
Sorry,
your friend, and
sometimes I
like
get
it.
really excited.
I can tell. Now you're rinky dinky. This is what happens when you get
There we
big, you
go.
get
I
small.
think I got to the right size. I'm good. We're good.
You're
Anyway,
shapeshifter.
sometimes I get excited, I enlarge or reduce depending on what's going on.
You were excited. I
But
get
hey.
it. I've seen it.
Look. I don't know if Mad Maggie's got rings that do shit good. She's got a lot of good shit. See that thing? And this raven right here gestures its little raven head over to this big machine. She's got a bunch of these things. Maybe, you help us. We grease the wheels with you and Mad Maggie. And, maybe you get some of those.
I'm in. Lead the way.
Yeah.
How could we trust you?
Oh yeah. How can we try? Yeah, what she said.
Are these the cuckoos we're talking to?
What's that?
No.
Are these the
These-
bird people we're talking to?
These are two little ravens that flew up to you. They were at the top of the little scout tower when you guys entered, and they've been watching you this whole time.
Cap
I
attempts to
just feel
speak
like
to
they're
them in the vessel.
bullshitting me.
What was that, Cat?
He attempts to speak to them in abyssal. Like he just says, "Hi, how you doing?"
Let me check something here. In Abyssal, you said? They cock their heads as if they don't understand.
Cap entrusts them implicitly because they're birds, and he vouches for them.
Yeah, see, this guy knows what's what. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Yeah, we flock together, says the other one.
Crow gang roll deep.
Yeah, Crow gang. Hey, look, so
Max
are you guys
looks at him,
interested
he's like,
or what?
Crows? I don't know. Crows just shit everywhere. How can I trust you?
Those are pigeons.
Yeah,
No,
I
crows do
dare
too.
you would. Look, we don't shit everywhere.
Yes, you do. There's a pile of shit right over there. Who's
That's
else?
probably one of the madcaps.
That's a match. Yeah. Look at the size of that shit. That definitely didn't come out of that bird's butthole.
Okay, yeah, these guys shit everywhere. They're disgusting. Yeah, they're
Max is
gross.
just not sold. What is in it for her?
Are you like questioning the legitimacy of their claims?
But yeah, she
Go
just
ahead and roll
doesn't
insight for
trust
me.
Okay.
Durga's just looking back and forth between them and Max, trying to figure out because she's
Can I give the
like,
birds advantage?
she wants.
No, unfortunately.
Can I give the birds advantage?
I would love for you to give them advantage.
Cap's like bodyguarding the birds.
Max, it's trying to read a bird is hard. Like usually, like you can use speak with animals and like,
They're
but
already
they
talking to
don't.
me.
They just speak common. So It's weird to meet birds that speak common, and on top of that, you're not sure. And then a speck of dust just flies in your eye.
I don't know where that
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, we'll look at the 8. But yeah, it's hard to read a bird. It's just hard.
Can I look at the birds and ask them to pick a number 1 through 10?
They both look at you. Make a persuasion check.
Damn it. Just do it, you stupid birds.
See, they're stupid.
No.
No, well, you're lost.
7, says this one.
Okay.
Damn it, Needles, you idiot.
7 is my unlucky
I trust
number.
them wholeheartedly.
Can I roll Arcana on these birds? See if they're magic birds.
Sure. I mean, they're speaking common, so you can still roll Arcana.
I mean, okay, so it's obvious I'm not going to know anything different. It's obvious. They're obviously magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what I'll say is, yes, you can roll an Arcana check because there's something you could learn. So,
Okay.
someone
Let me get
roll
into
a
my
D,
character sheet.
or you get in? Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm on
in the
the
roll
team.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole
Sure is
party
hot
stopped by 2 crows.
It's getting hot in here.
Durva's face
So
is
take
slowly
off
getting
all-
closer. Slowly getting closer to
Just a
this
simple
one.
quest.
It's just a simple quest. Don't worry about it.
Like, just awkwardly, slowly getting closer to this one with my face.
Oh no, these ravens are actually doors with blades in them.
Stop.
Hey, can I help you?
I
Ooh.
feel like if we put our foreheads
Ooh.
together, we can get through this.
As you're looking at these creatures, the fact that they're talking to you is the first tip. In common.
Right.
They're obviously not ravens. These are some sort of shape-shifted creature. You kind of rack your brain thinking about what kind of creatures can shapeshift. That would be diminutive. And your mind imps. Probably imps.
Oh no, Max don't like
Are
imps.
you a druid?
So
If you want me to be.
Oh, you can be anything I
so
want.
these are.
Yeah, sure.
Sus.
Do we have a sense of where Mad Maggie is with this war?
You know that Mad Maggie is still like way up in the north in her tent.
I meant what side she's on, demons or devils.
You never really asked or figured anything out.
And
You
red
know
caps
that
are
she
what?
is. She's neither a fiend nor a devil, is what you know.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
so we know now what to do next time. But so very well.
But you
these
would also
ravens-
know that imps will serve just powerful people. All sorts of people. I mean, a bunch of imps were in service to humans
Right.
when you guys were back at the Vantham Poor resident. A number of imps served just regular ass humans.
So do they take form
Sure.
of whatever like their quote unquote master likes? So we can assume that Mad Maggie likes crows, and that's why they are crows.
You could. They take a form that usually whomever.
So deceptive.
Yeah.
Cap is
still in.
basically trying to understand now that he figured out that they're imps, what their motivation would be to have us go and start shit with the red caps.
They look. Hey, look. So, you're either in or you're out. You don't have to do it. We're just asking for a little bit of help. There's this guy's name. All right, his name is Wazik. He's a piece of shit. Like I said, he's trying to get a crew together to come, take me and my good friend Needles here out. So, the way to win a war is to be the one who shoots first, right? So, and Maggie gets tons of these guys. She gets all sorts of them all the time. That madcap that you watch those madcaps beat the shit, stab that other madcap to death, not a big deal. No one gives a shit. She'll get another one tomorrow.
Harlan just goes, all right, where the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, where is this person?
I
Will
believe
you be
he
able
was
to get some
on.
snacks for Leroy?
What kind of snacks he like?
Bread caps.
She looks at Leroy. What do you want? What do you want for snacks?
Fingers.
I would like to consume the imps, mistress. They look delicious.
Oh,
What about this guy over here?
Max,
Leroy, you want this
Max
guy?
looks at the raven. Yeah, he'll take that guy. Leroy wants that guy. If you can get him, I'm on board.
Durga would like to shoot her
Yeah,
eldritch
sure.
blast at him. At this one.
Who?
This one.
You're gonna
That
shoot?
one.
All right.
Nope, the raven's
You're
gonna do it.
You're
The
shooting an
Raven's
eldritch
gonna do it?
blast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Raven,
Yeah,
you kill this
the
guy
Raven's
for
got-
us.
Raven has.
We'll go kill
Okay,
that guy
so
for
you're
you.
you're not shooting an eldritch blast at the Met
I
Cap, then.
misunderstood what Max said. So
Okay.
Nope. She
we're
wants
we're
the
basically
Raven to
saying
get the snack.
if
The
they're
next time you come
expendable-
off the cuff saying you're attacking someone, I'm going to take you seriously. So think
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I'll do it. I said it. I do it. I just misunderstood what she said.
It's okay. I'll give you a pass on this one. But
No,
be
now I
mindful.
kinda,
For a reason.
now I kind of want to do it because you're being mysterious over there.
This guy goes, yeah. We can make that happen. Your little guy there wants to eat with one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah, sure. All right, 1 second. You see it fly off. This one stays here. And so how y'all doing today?
Pretty good. Thanks for answering me. You're kind of pretty
Max
cool.
just has her hand on her hip. She's not sold until that thing's dead.
Cap wants it on his
She's
shoulder.
watching.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna roll something here for this guy. They get a +4 to persuasion. So I will. Okay. I'm gonna do a check for this madcat. Let me double check their stats here. Insight, they have +1. You see this madcap tries to swing at this guy. He goes, "Hey, whoa, calm down. He goes, get away from me, freak!" He's like, shit. Flaps back down. So, what did you? Oh wait, I have a better idea. He flies over here.
Oh no! I killed that one. No.
He grabs this thing with his talons and begins to.
Max, I kind of feel like that's cheating. I could have killed that guy with my blast.
Strong ass Raven.
The guy is fucking strong.
He
I
takes
don't
a
know.
breather. You've never seen a raven like heave breathing, but he's like,
I look at
Nanos, help me.
I look at his
Yeah.
buddy and say, no, leave him. He's
I
got
gotta
to
help
prove
him."
himself.
Make a persuasion check, I'll say.
Come on. Damn it.
I gotta help Pins. And it flies off.
Oh my god, they got big again.
It's because the tokens are resized, so they like will
It's-
change
No, he's
for whatever
small.
It's
reason.
totally fine because it just makes me feel like he like casted heroism on himself.
Because it
It's just
does
his
that
fucking
anytime like
enlarged.
the dimensions go up. All right, so they and then drop it right there. There you go. There you go.
That's not the right
Yeah.
one.
I feel like that one's
That's
cheating
not the
because
one that
I
we-
killed that one with the stanky leg.
Leroy wanted the one over there. This one's not fresh. That's not the one we asked for.
All right, fine. Screw it. You guys are on your own then. We're gonna start flying away.
Max,
Cap's
I
like,
really
"No
wanted
way,
to kill
come
him.
Leroy, in the meantime, does go and eat this red cap.
Yeah. Max, I got a whole plan and everything. We could do this just for funsies.
All right, fine. Go get them.
Durva would like to cast Disguise Self into Mad Maggie.
Okay. So you turn it to Mad Maggie. I don't want to switch around tokens, so
No, that's fine.
we'll say you look like Mad Maggie.
And he's one of the ones that we were in the Slapfest with. Is that what they said?
Yeah, you think so.
And okay, and the name, you put the name up here, didn't you? Oh no, you put Mickey's name. It was like
Oh, where Wazik is? They never
Wazik.
told you because you guys never agreed to help.
Okay, as Mad Maggie, I'm like, fuck. Okay. I'm going to start walking over here and being like, where's Wazik?
Arlen shakes his head.
Are you serious right
Everyone just
now?
kinda looks at you.
Are you serious?
All right, I gotta check something on these guys. 1 second. Let me check something. I need to see if they have any special stuff.
Magic eyes.
Speaking of magic eyes, oh shit.
Oh fuck, magic eye. No.
This one looks at you and goes, "Hey, how's it going, Mad Maggie?
What
Go
are
ahead and
you
make a
doing?
deception check to continue this conversation."
Nice.
I got good deception. I got good deception.
He kind of glares at you.
I glare back.
It's a wise red cap.
If you're Mad Maggie,
Are
then who am
you
I?
are you questioning me right now?
I think I am.
You think you are? I don't.
Starts to circle you.
Do you want to smell my armpit too?
Yeah, you don't quite smell like Mad Maggie.
Does precipitation require a voice to do, or can I just like waft something that smelled like her, since I know what she smells like?
I'll say make a performance check.
Did you sniff Mad Maggie?
Oh fucking! I got it. I sniff everything. Have you not noticed this?
Oh my god.
As he goes, "All right, hey, Mad Maggie."
I just want to know what's going on here. You're a front door man. You're messing with my ravens, crows.
What, me?
You're
I
messing
didn't do
with the
anything with them.
birds.
I didn't do anything with birds. Pins and needles need to touch them. What are you talking about?
So you're not touching them.
I ain't touch anyone.
I look over at the birds and like glare, and I'd like to do insight on them, since they're in range to hear this.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight.
Ah, eat it! Tell me everything.
They're not looking at you.
Okay? I walked over to this dude and I'm talking to them, and they're not even paying attention.
Right. Sure, they're paying attention and they're looking at you talk to the red cap, and they're just like watching you listen to him. They don't seem to be reacting one way or another. They're not giving you like a nod that that's Wazik, kill him.
Okay. So I look at them, I point, I shake my finger, and I say, "You're free to go," and walk off.
Okay. He just walks away.
I walk back to Max
Jesus
and
Christ.
go, "Those fucking birds, they got me."
They got you.
Does a red cap see us?
Yeah, the red cap observes you because he is in range, as Crafty said. So
Correct.
he is in range, and he observes that you walk over. Mad Maggie walks over to these groups of people, and he's gonna do an insight check. He's gonna do a little insight check here.
It sucks.
Mad Maggie's talking to other people.
I got guess. I got guess. Now are you looking at me? I got guess. I don't know. I about go back to Max and shrug and be like, "I don't know if it wasn't the guy, or those birds are just pieces of shit.
I mean, there's red caps all over this camp,
Yeah,
and they're very indistinguishable from one to the next.
extremely. Yeah, I don't really have anything to ask them anymore, and they've already flew away, so I would I guess there's not really anywhere to get out of line of sight now that I know that guy's probably watching me.
Oh, he turned away. He
Oh,
stopped
he
paying
did?
attention.
Okay, I dropped my
Yeah,
disguise.
you're fine. All right. But as you made mention, the birds are watching you, so it's fine.
I flip them off.
They wave at you
Mm-hmm.
with their feathers.
Yep, they're dicks.
Yeah, you guys are kind of here, recovering from whatever that was.
Max size. Okay, where are we going now? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Harlan's bored now.
Do you think that Mad Maggie's ready for this ritual?
Harlan's like, I don't think it's been 8 hours yet.
Well, we could just go wait and rest until she's ready.
Yeah, Harlan's
Max
like,
is ready.
that's a good idea. I didn't get to finish my nap.
Max is ready to fight stuff.
All right, like
And so is Leroy.
Well, you had an opportunity to just go kill a random red cap, but you blew it.
You're right. You're right. It's because those birds cheated. They went and grabbed the dead carcass.
Derva's coming over here as her now, and will yell, "Anyone want to spar? I'm bored."
Max also joins her because she's just
Yeah?
like, oh my god.
What? These two jump. You want to fight?
Yeah, you want to fight?
These two madcaps get up. Yeah, we're gonna fight. All right. So 4 of these guys run up.
Harlan is watching in amusement.
What are you doing? It's like what?
Why not?
Cap is just
Okay.
admiring his new demon bone.
All right, how's this go? I just get to kill you, right?
Hold on 1 second, please. I'm grabbing their cheeks.
Yes. We get to fight these people without aggroing the whole base. This is voluntary murder.
They volunteered as tribute.
Is it just me and Max, or you guys want to join in on this?
Cap just sighs and stays to the sideline. He knows what's about to come next.
All right. As you ask, do I just get to kill you? This one's already rushed up to you, and I need you to make a dex save.
Okay, cool. Where's those crits?
Oh my god, my face is gonna burst.
All right. You watch as this creature lashes out with you with these heavy metal boots with spikes on them and flies by your head and lands on the other side and turns around. And then we're going to roll initiative.
Awesome. You got this?
Yeah.
Is it just me and Max, or is...
I'm going to put all of you guys... I'll put all of you guys in the initiative.
I think I left my cat in the room. Did I leave my cat in the room? I don't need it. It's fine. I don't need it.
Yeah, your cat is in the room.
Are you when it misses? Did it miss me then? I'm gonna assume since you said I don't take any damage.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Durva's rolling is Crafty's rolling is on point tonight for sure.
Let's just hope I don't get all the natty ones. I don't.
Can you sample your important ones for a real fight?
So from the perspective of these creatures, Mad Maggie just asked all of them to brawl.
Nuh-uh.
You dropped it? Okay.
Yeah, I dropped it.
Oh, okay. So this random half-orc asked them all to brawl, and it kicks off combat as all the other red caps and mad caps in the area are looking over. Clonk and Chunka also stop their working and look over to observe this. These 4 madcaps rush down to see what's going on because
Yes.
they're interested. And let me go ahead and throw a couple marks on these guys so we know which one's which. That'll be red. That'll be blue.
What's the difference
red.
between the big red caps and the small red caps?
You're about to find out.
Oh, fun.
All right, so top of the key, cap. You see
Alrighty.
Durva instigate a fight with these guys, and one tries to roll her with his boots.
Fuck. Are
He's
just
just
these
laughing.
like just like the 4 here are just the ones like instigating, right? It's not like everybody.
Yeah, the rest of everybody else is just kind of watching.
All right, Cap just kind of like gets a little bit closer to like everything and then watches. At this point, Durva made her own bed.
And it's
All right, Max.
great.
All right, Max is so excited she gets to actually kill something. She is going to shoot at this little fucker that just kicked at Durva. Well, is she too
Okay.
close for that?
It'll be at disadvantage, but you can still shoot.
Sword.
If she moves back a little bit, will it trigger an attack?
You'll have to find out. You don't know if they think you're in the fight or not.
Oh yeah, you didn't clarify. You just walked up and giggled.
I did. I just giggle. All right, Max is gonna just slice at him.
All right.
With her sword, with her silver short swords. So they'll do 2 of those.
All right, 20 hits and a 13 hits.
Jesus.
All right.
Nice.
14 points of damage. As you slice this guy in the back, he goes, "Hey, all right, she's a 2. Get her."
Get her.
All right, and then the Silver Death wants to come. He wants to play too.
All right, go ahead. And,
sorry, I didn't have his thing pulled up.
oh, you're fine. This is one.
Roll your 40 billion dice.
I know, right?
Well, why is there only 4?
And 8 misses. Oh well, it's changed now. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
different bite.
It's not as powerful in some instances, but more powerful in others. So.
Right.
The 8 will miss.
Okay.
All right, Durva.
Durva's going to look at this boy here and cast her Eldritch Blast? Question mark?
Does the party know you're
Yeah. Well, I don't think you've ever seen her cast Eldritch Blast.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Cap's a little
she
shocked.
did. No, she cast it in the fight right off the.
I tried to. It's never. I've never gotten it to go off.
Oh yeah. So you saw it went on the chain. So yeah, this is the
I
second
saw it on
time
the
she's
chain.
doing that.
Yeah.
It's never
okay.
actually hit anything.
8 misses. You get your second shot.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you roll so low?
On Eldritch, it's just
wait,
Eldritch
all of your.
Blast.
It's +6 to hit, dude.
I know. I haven't
So
hit
you
with
rolled
this
a
move
2
yet.
and a 4.
Yes.
RNG
So
said that she's about to.
Max looks to Durva and she's like, "Why are your hands sparkling funny like that?"
I don't know. I'm gonna switch it up. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Then Harlan.
Harlan dismounts and just is petting his horse.
All right,
And
excellent.
he doesn't do anything.
Okay, we'll do. Hold on. I think I have a good fight music for this.
Dun, 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 dun.
No,
We're
you're
gonna do-
not Lita.
No, we're gonna do the witchery music because this is a brawl.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Harlan
there
loves
is a horse.
the brawl to
So-
watch.
It's Mortimer's turn, and Mortimer's gonna go. Should I help?
Morty,
If you
she's
itch
never
it,
gonna
Morty.
learn. She's never gonna
Cap
learn
shakes his head at him.
if you become her crutch.
And what did Durva say?
If you're itching, Morty.
I am not. He is going to pass his turn for the time being. He'll take the dodge action in case something gets frisky and tries to hit him. So he'll take a dodge action. All right, it's this Madcap's turn. He is going to look over at Mix, who decided to start a knife fight. He goes, "Knife fight, huh?" And he pulls out this little sickle, and he's like, "Let's go!" And he starts to swing at you.
It's so cute.
8 and then a 13. All right, he swings at you
Max is like,
wide.
"Ha, you missed."
This one sees that Durva missed it. It just laughs madly and rushes up to her and is going to attempt to boot her. Make another dexterity saving throw. 19. He flies by, lands behind you.
I'm just so good at everything
Wow.
besides Eldritch Blast.
She's so nimble. All right. It's this red cap's turn. He's going to say, "I bet I can do it," and he's going to try the same thing, another dex save, as he goes
my
flying boots
God.
past you.
Nope, he got it.
All right, this one connects. You're going to take 28
Are you
points of bludgeoning
fucking
damage,
kidding me?
and your ass is knocked prone as he flies to the other side of you. Ah, I got her!
Max is like, "Durva, seriously? You're taking a nap now?"
Max!
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me grab my thing here. Because you are now a prone.
Get up, Durva.
I'm
Jeez.
fucking going.
You're
You
not
get
doing
knocked to the
anything right
ground.
now.
Flex Armstrong neighs as he's pet. Rhea sees this going on and she goes, "Damn it!" And she's gonna rush in to help.
Ah.
Rhea.
Rhea got the itch as I'm laying on the ground.
"I'm saving your ass, you idiot!" And she starts to swing. She looks annoyed. This is the most annoyed you've ever seen Rhea look.
I know,
Like you
that
picked
was
a
like...
fight for no reason.
She just called me an idiot. Derva
You're
took
acting
1
like
point
such
of
an idiot
mental
right now. We didn't
damage.
have to fight.
I mean,
I bet she'll
sometimes
swing
we-
twice.
Sometimes we are idiots, Durva.
Ooh.
Did you say that out loud?
She did, yeah.
Harlan yells, "That's because you are."
That's what she just
that
said.
one will
She
miss,
just
but
said
the
we
first
are
one will
idiots.
hit. And she's still two-handing, so that's 15 points of slashing to this red cap. Goes, "Oh!"
Still laying on the ground. I
And,
go,
he-
Harlan, if you're going to be in this conversation, you better listen.
This red cap goes, "I'll try the other one!" And he runs up. I need you to make a dex save, Max.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Here
goes
we
flying by.
go.
Whoa! And hits the ground.
She flips him off as he flies over her.
Ah, that's a spirit! He flips you off.
And she gives a little kissy face.
Oh.
Ooh. You see him like flatten out his eyebrows with his fingers. Cap, it's your turn. You just saw Daryl get fucking decked.
Just laying on the ground making comments on everybody.
Cracked ribs, blood coming out of her mouth.
Fine. I'm at 9 health. No big deal. I've been at worse. A lot.
Cap cringes at first, and then he's like, "No, this is what you deserve." And he continues to pause.
Derva spits
Okay.
out blood and go, that's probably right.
Cringes, I love it.
All right, Max, it's your turn.
Alright. Max is in a melee range, so she's short-sworded it again.
All right, that hits.
Did my second one go through? I don't think my second one went. There you go.
Did you break it?
I did. It broke the internet.
Okay, 21 hits. And you're going after the one you hit before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was red, right?
Yeah. You slice him up 2 times. He's like brandishing his sickle at you.
She brandishes her sword right back.
Yeah.
And then
Smiles.
Leroy's gonna bite at him. Leroy with his many die.
You could also nat 20 on Leroy. So that's gonna be his D6. Ooh, okay. He actually rolled max, so that will be 9 plus another 6. That's 15 points of damage. As the Silver Death claims another victim, he just
He
bites
swallows them
into
whole.
the neck. He
He just
grabs
swallows them whole.
onto him and like pulls him up like a duck, and just like begins to
Yep.
Oh my
ingest
Max
the
cheers.
madcap.
She jumps up a little bit and claps. She's like, "Good job, baby."
This
The
one
Silver
jumps
Death
up and claps
finishes
too.
his jaw.
Yeah.
As Derva's laying on the ground, can I reach up for a high five?
Leroy
And
smacks
also
her with his tail.
Yeah.
remember, Leroy's got the reaction he can use now if you want to use that anytime.
Which reaction was that? That was the.
It's the one adds poison damage to an attack.
Right. Okay. Though the infused strike.
I think you can do it for
Yeah, okay.
anyone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Is it for my own strike or?
The infused strike, I think anyone can
Okay.
benefit.
That'll be for probably Rhea since Durva's holding down the ground.
Yeah, let me double check it just so I make sure I don't mess this up. Infused strike. When another creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see hits a target with a weapon attack, you can infuse the strike with its essence. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
it should be Rhea's next one.
anyone. Okay. Next Rhea hit, we'll use the reaction. All right. Durva. I assume you stand up from prone.
Yeah, I stand up. As I'm standing up, I'd like to cast a level 3 healing word.
Okay. Remember, this isn't the video game, so you can't use that and cure wounds, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, I was also going to use also cure wounds. I was going to touch my boobies.
No, you can't do that. Sorry. Against the rules. Rules as written says no.
Oh, damn. Fucking video games.
But you heal for 11.
Yeah, and I guess the only really thing that I can't... So, does Vicious Mockery work just like a spell? Because I've never used it, I guess, in, like...
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. You can use it.
But, like, since I'm close to them, because I know that I get disadvantage if I use Eldritch
No,
Blast.
if it's a save, there's no disadvantage. They just make
Okay. Alright, so yeah. Vicious Mockery on...
I'm just popping downstairs real quick.
Okay. Wisdom save from this guy. Red cap. Any bonuses? Not really. Fails, takes 5 points of psychic.
And it has, what, disadvantage? Is that the one? Yeah.
I rules learned you, and you hit my brain.
Oh, you have one? That's so sweet.
Yeah.
And so cute.
Do you?
How
about I cut your head open and find out?
How about I
He's
cut your head
brandishing a
open and I
sickle.
find out? Oh shit, how much did I heal?
Oh, let's find out together. Let's cut each other's heads open.
Oh my god, let's totally not.
Anything else on your turn?
Let's see, I got 11 healing. Okay, so yeah, I'm good. I don't think I can do anything else.
Harlan. Rhea's entered the fray because she's not interested in watching her friends be knocked out. So it's up to you, Harlan, what you will do now.
Harlan lets out a giant sigh. Like the biggest sigh you've ever seen Harlan give anything. And because Ray is jumping in, he feels like he has to do something now.
No.
He jumps over here.
All right.
You got the itch.
As you enter the fray, Harlan, you see this Kenku go, and enters a new challenger.
Durva pumps her fist. Ooh, 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 ooh.
He flicks her on the head and cure wounds.
Oh, Harlan's using a heal?
He's not very motivated to fight right now
And why is it every time you heal me, you flick me in the forehead?
because you deserve it.
Okay. It's accurate.
So
Epic.
level
That's
one,
about
level
as much
one
as your
cure
heart was in
wounds,
that.
4 healing.
Cool.
All right. It's
'Cause you
anything
deserve
else,
it.
Harlan?
Nope, that's it.
All right. It's Mortimer's turn, and he's like, "Oh, I'm extremely confused. What are we doing?
Do you have the itch, Morty?
What does that even mean, Durga?
If you want to fight,
No, but I don't want to see you get killed."
We're fine right now, unless you've got a heal, we're fine.
Harlan says, "Don't come in. It's 4v4 now. It's even."
All right. He'll hold back for now. This madcap goes. All right. He looks around. He sees one of the madcaps get eaten by a snake. He goes, "Oh shit!" He's gonna swing at the snake now.
Ooh. How does...
all right.
God, we've played too many games in between this. I need to make sure I know how these work now.
A 15 and a 17 on Leroy.
Silvery on... What'd you say? 15 and a 17? The 15. Because I think that misses him, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I think it, because I know it changed.
Yeah, I think it went up a point.
Yeah, it went up, so I can't remember what it was. It's 17 now.
Oh, shit.
So it will
we-
hit with the 17. So 6
Yeah.
damage to Leroy.
All right.
I had his
Sorry,
dex
buddy.
wrong.
And the little madcat goes, "Spit up my friend, eh? Get him back!" Alright, it's this red cap's turn. He just got slashed by this random lady who joined the fight. So he's gonna take a couple of swings at her and says, "Fuck off, lady!" 22 and a 20. God, Rhea always gets smacked. 8, so 19 points of damage to Rhea.
A good thing she's tough.
Yeah, she's. I gave her that feat because she's taken quite a beating in her time and has lived through it.
She's a fighter,
yeah.
right?
Get mad.
Yeah, she's a fighter.
How does she do? Oh, so that's why she can do two-handed attack, 2 attacks. Or no, that's Max.
Yeah.
Why can Max?
She's a ranger.
They get
She gets 2
double
attacks.
two-handed
Hmm?
2 attacks. with 2
Yeah,
hits.
yeah.
Yeah, rangers get it too at level 5.
All right, sorry, that was sticking in my head.
Yeah, no problem. Does your horse do anything, Harlan? Does Flex Armstrong do anything?
He neighs and then does nothing. Actually, he readies an attack just in case something tries to fuck him.
Gotcha. If anything gets in his tries to assault him, he will stomp it.
Yep.
Oh wait. Oh, I was gonna say, did Rhea attack? Don't forget her. That
Yeah.
poison
First thing, Rhea is going to use her second wind.
Yeah.
To get back 12 hit points. And then she's going to make 2 swings at this guy. So solid hit. An 11 unfortunately will miss. But the first one will hit, doing 11, and then I think you rolled 4 damage,
I did,
right?
yeah,
For the
4.
poison?
Yeah.
So that'll be 15 points of damage. As Leroy, as she's striking, Leroy just spits some poison onto her sword and slashes into the red cap. And she just kind of gives like a little nod to Leroy and says, "Thanks for the assist." All right, it's this red cap's turn. Who he missed you, but he's gonna go in with his sickles on you.
All right.
24 and a 25.
Oh shit.
Can you guys see those rolls now, by the way?
Yes.
That's
Okay, good.
17 total.
Yep, 17 slashing.
Okay.
And he says, "You should be looking over here, lady." As he's like tossing the sickle back from hand to hand.
Max gives a little bit of a bloody smile.
I like this one. Cat, you're up.
All right. Cap is just watching this go down and is just growing more and more impatient. Like he's getting fed up. He moves closer just to have his presence there. Like I don't know. Can I intimidate Durga to stop this? Can I intimidate anybody to stop this? This is ridiculous.
You can't stop
Go
a brawl,
ahead.
Cap.
Are you trying to like tell them to back down?
I'm trying to tell everybody to stop fighting for no reason.
Make an intimidation check, I'll say. It's going to be a high DC because Mad Caps and Red Caps are down to clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You kind of shout to stop and they ignore you. In
Okay.
fact, this one looks to you and goes, "Ah, you want a piece?" And it takes its little sickle and starts brandishing at you.
Cap says his shield wants a piece and he readies his shield.
All right.
Oh no, you've upset the wall.
Upset the wall.
Were you just doing that or anything else in your turn?
Let's go Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
Because
Shield of
freaking
Faith.
Durga doesn't deserve it.
It's true.
What about Max?
No.
We both started this.
We both started.
You said you wanted to fight,
Cap
and
is
I
mad at
fought.
everybody. He's the only one who gets the shield at the moment.
All right, there you go. You're concentrating on Shield of Faith.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, Max,
All right.
you are up.
Max is looking back to her little bro in blue that's above her. And
He dodges.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Leroy. What? Why are you attacking Leroy?
he's not going to miss this one, though.
Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah. She bangs her swords together and smashes at him.
Leroy has his reaction back. Do you want him to give you the poison on your attack? All right.
Yeah. Do you have to roll again for that?
So, yeah, go ahead and roll the poison damage. So that will be to stack onto this crit.
Big numbers.
All right, so you get the 6 plus another 6, so that's 12. Plus 2 poison, that's 14. Plus another 6 poison, that's 20 points of damage. Because it maxes the die, an extra die for the poison as well. So
Nice.
you, like for smites and stuff, and like effects like that, if someone crits, you can use Leroy's reaction to give some extra big damage.
Sweet.
All right. So yeah, you miss with the first one, but it was a feint as you dig in with the blade, and Leroy shoots poison into the blade as it slashes across this red cap's chest. He goes, "Oh God, I'm in love."
Max gags a little bit.
That's fine. Most do. His like broken ass teeth, and he smiles at you. Anything else, Max? Oh,
And then
probably Leroy's attack.
Yeah, he's gonna go. I guess he'll go for the little blue guy. Oh my God, why is this? You keep going off.
This DMCA free Witcher music is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, 9 to which one? This guy.
The little blue guy. The little blue guy. Yeah.
All right. Snaps into him. Gets the first taste of the next meal.
Delicious. Nom 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 nom. And that's it for us. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Durba.
I would like to turn to this guy and be like, "I've seen you laugh. Now I'd like to see you cry."
Huh? All right, wisdom save.
Yeah. Yes.
Red cats.
Spell.
He looks at you and goes, I don't get it. Is that a joke?
Did he make it?
Yeah, he rolled a 15.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Why is this?
So, like, are you trying to be funny? I thought, like,
I said I'd like to see you cry. Like, can you boo-hoo? Fall on the
No,
ground,
no.
boo-hoo.
I'm not a bitch.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I turned my
Are
attention.
we fighting still? I'm
I
confused
turned
now.
my attention away from him. I go, you bore me.
Wait, what?
You're boring.
Oh, I'm gonna gut you.
Oh shit.
On your turn.
Yeah, because that was a spell. So yeah.
All right, Harlan.
Which one's taking the most damage?
This one over here seems to be really hurt. This one just got hurt by the Silver Death, and this guy's kind of going toe to toe with Max right now. He looks okay, but is feeling it.
The red one's the one that Ray has been hitting, right?
Yes.
All right. He just launches 2 attacks at it.
Let's see if he feels it. Are you
Crit.
feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
All right. Go ahead and roll damage for this crit first.
I'm gonna add Divine Smite on that too.
Okay.
So there's that.
These are not. What's Divine Smite hit?
It's just for fiends and undead, I think.
Let me double check because these things.
Yeah, undead or fiends is what it
Just undead and
extra is.
fiends.
Yep, just those 2.
Okay. If it's
So I'm
just
gonna
those
expend
two,
a
then
first
yeah.
level one, and that's a 2d8.
Because
an extra
these
10
are
damage.
not fiends, so
The fuck are these things? Creatures?
What are they?
you as this one says, I'm gonna gut you, you smash your spear straight through its skull and out the other side, and it goes and dies.
And let's see.
The radiant burst of energy seems excessive.
Yeah, that's fine.
As it lights up inside of its skull and the skull just explodes.
Harlan doesn't. He just looks annoyed. Like he's so tall compared to this thing. He just jabs the spear right down into its skull, and it explodes. And then he's just like, "All right, what else is there?" And he walks over here.
He walks. Just meh.
Yeah, he has a lot of movement
So
left. He just walks over here, and he's gonna take another stab at the tiny one, the
Okay, little guy.
the one
Madcap.
below him. Yeah.
You got it. You swing and he's so beneath you that you miss.
Your next, bud. He plays it off like he's just putting the spear in the ground. Like he's super suave
Make an
about it.
intimidation check. I'm gonna give you disadvantage though, because this is a pretty pathetic miss.
He's slumping around just fucking murdering things. Oh my god.
It's at disadvantage, so it's the 10, unfortunately.
Oh
He's
my
like, yeah, whatever. Mortimer's turn, and he's like, again, extremely confused.
The itch,
I'm
Morty.
doing nothing.
The itch.
All right,
Harlan
this is
says-
annoying.
Harlan says, "Don't worry about it, man." And then he looks at Durbin and says, "You should probably shut up."
The itch.
Mortimer just
Max,
Pets
it's
Flex
not the same
Armstrong.
itch that you have.
Max.
What? We've had.
I'm surrounded. What am I gonna do? I know. Blaze of glory! It screams. And I'm gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to decide who it's gonna jump at.
Counterspell, Morty.
It's not a spell!
Oh,
It'll be Harlan. Harlan, I need you to make a dex save.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum. 16.
16, you succeed as he flies past you, trying to boot you. I should say Max, Cap, the Silver Death. Oh, Silver Death uses reaction already, so you can't. But
Yeah.
Durva, you guys could take attacks of opportunity if you'd like.
yes, I would love
I
to.
would love to.
He's jumping out of your threatened range to try and boot Harlan. Okay, the 20 hits. The 14 also hits for 5. So 7. Max,
Max
you go
misses
to
slightly.
swing at this madcap, but as he's flying by, a speck of dust flies off his shoulder.
And she's like,
Strikes you
"Ah!"
directly in the
Yes.
eye, and you swing wide, your sword flailing in the air. You look silly.
I
by
want to
all
let you
accounts.
Not our
guys know
favorite.
that I am slowly making a Revenge of the Spec movie, and it's involving all of the spec attacks.
All right, so it was worth the attempt. Only 8 points of damage as he flies past. All right, it's this red cap is dead. Flex Armstrong remains at the ready.
Remains at the ready.
All right, Rhea is going to slash at this guy twice. It's a hit, and man, William not having good luck. As the speck is assaulting her eye constantly. She's like, "It's damn speck." But she does do 12 on the first strike. All right, Redcap's turn. He's going to go. He's enjoying his fight with Max, so he's going to take 2 sickle swings at her.
Ooh,
10 out of 20.
I'm gonna
Miss
cutting
and hit.
words that. Actually, I'm gonna silvery barbs it. The second one, the 20.
Okay.
So he has to
so,
re-roll.
Take that off. Plus 6.
Silvery.
18.
Fuck you, dude. I also misread this. Just that there's a second part to silvery barbs that I never knew.
Oh yeah, you can give someone advantage.
So I just give it to. I'm saving Joey, so we'll just do that. Whoever I'm saving with it will get it.
Okay, Max, you'll have advantage on your next attack.
All right, so I'm
And,
still taking 9
but-
slashing.
You still take 9 if 18 hits you, which I believe it does.
Yeah. Max wipes the blood from her mouth and smiles.
Oh god, you're so beautiful. That's the end of his turn.
She's got a boyfriend.
No, I don't.
Huh?
I do, but
Yeah.
he's his wife.
Well, if you're available, I mean, I am too, and we could, work this out and not have to kill each other.
No, I'd rather kill you.
All right, that's fair. Cap, your turn.
Cap has not really received a threat yet. he attempts to end the fight again, and by the same means, fucking stop.
Fucking
All right,
stop.
make another intimidation check. I'll say the DC's lowered, but that's not enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
These guys are fucking crazy, and they seem ready to die.
Clearly.
Yeah, Cap just watches, I guess. Fuck. I don't know. He's not fighting.
Okay. Do you want to take a dodge in case they do attack?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Max, you're up.
All right, Max goes at her wannabe boyfriend, or
Wanna be?
whatever he
Wait.
is. He wants to be
W.
her boyfriend.
I want to be. Ow! That hits. That hits too.
They're both gonna hit.
Do you want Leroy to use his reaction for you?
Yeah.
I go ahead and roll that d6 for poison damage.
Oh, that one's better.
5, so that's 9, 18, 22. Or 23. He looks real rough. He's like, ugh, I'm getting a bit woozy.
Max taps her sword on the top of his head.
Oh.
Yeah. Pat pat. And then Leroy attacks him.
Oh! He'll have to move because he doesn't have 10-foot reach anymore.
Yeah, he'll move.
You could probably get like over here.
Yeah,
that work?
yeah.
There you go.
I gotta switch computers once this is done.
Not allowed.
You could probably switch once you take your turn because this will probably be over. Yeah, the Silver Death lashes out, killing him, and he goes, "Ah, sweet release." He crumples to the ground. He's a little too big for Leroy to consume whole.
No, but he just nibbles on his leg.
Yanked off a leg.
How's her boyfriend taste, Leroy?
You don't speak. You don't speak his language, so he
He
doesn't
can
understand
understand me.
you. He stares at you.
Oh,
As
I'm gonna
he's
take that
nibbles.
as a yum yum.
It's your turn.
Okay, Durga really wants her. I didn't roll that fucker.
Sometimes you think you don't prepare enough content for an evening, and you're like, "Oh man, maybe I should get some extra stuff ready." And then people just fight random shit.
We're itching to play real D&D.
Take your turn, Durva.
Durva would
Listen,
like.
I've been picking a lot of fights for no reason lately.
Durva would like to look at this little guy who's left and be like, fucking work, and rub her hands together and try and fucking Eldritch Blast. Again, why?
Go ahead and roll your second one.
I quit. Fuck Eldritch Blast.
That hits.
Yeah!
Second one hits.
Win! And I throw it at him! That almost landed on a 1.
Yeah, and the beam goes straight through his head.
I did
Killing
it!
him.
Max is like, what was that?
Nothing. I put my hands down.
Everyone hears the faintest jingle of a bell when she does these. But the combat ends.
Harlan moves over to Durva and slaps her.
Durva slaps him back.
Max loots the bodies.
Max
loots
No,
everybody.
No, Harlan slaps hard. He's like, this is the dumbest shit you have done. We are here to help El Terrell and to help Rhea. You do not need to be pulling Rhea into unnecessary fights, risking her life. She
Rhea pulled herself
cares
in.
enough.
I said those who itch can fight.
Rhea
Cap
sheaths her
cringes at the
blade
whole
and looks over to... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Cap.
Sorry, Cap just cringes at the whole interaction, just shakes his head.
Rhea will sheath her blade and look over and put a hand on Harlan's shoulder and say, "It's all right, Harlan. She's just a bit chaotic, I guess."
She's
And
just
Durva.
Harlan,
She's gonna...
under his breath, he just storms off as a fucking idiot. Goes back over to his horse.
Rhea will walk up to you, Durva, and say, "Durva, I need you to avoid these things. Time after time, I've had to throw myself into the fire to save you, and I've almost died. You're my friend and companion, and I will do it again and again. Promise me you'll be careful and stop this insanity."
Durva looks at Max and remembers the promise that she made to herself when she says the word friend, that she would never let anything bad happen to Max, and realize that Rhea is feeling the same way. And Durva would hold out her hand to shake and say, "Never again. I'm sorry."
Consider it an oath between a knight and a loyal friend, and she'll shake your hand.
Fantastic.
She'll just give you a firm nod and walk back to Harlan.
Max was like, I
And a
didn't
sigh.
get no.
What'd you say?
Well, as far as everyone
Nothing.
perceived, I was gonna say, as far as Rhea perceived, Derva started it. So
Derva 100% did because Max was like, "I'm itching," and Derva was like, "Me too."
I really wish I had a health potion to throw at you.
you watch as
I
these
got you.
madcaps exchange what appears to be like different shiny baubles, like bets were being made. And there's a bit of an argument, and then they run off.
Can I tell who was betting on us?
Make an insight check.
Trying to hide it also because I don't want her to see it.
Hard to say. There's a lot of quick exchanges and a lot of muttering.
I think they were betting on us.
I think they were.
It looked like one maybe came out on top, and the rest of them didn't.
Definitely all of them were betting on us.
All right, if we're done instigating random fights here,
Morty,
should
I
we
already got
maybe-
chastised. Let's go.
So Max looks. So, how much time do you think until Mad Maggie is ready?
Well, she said roughly 8 hours, and it's been about an hour and a half.
Well, Max is gonna go take a 3-hour nap, maybe.
Okay, you guys, are all of you guys gonna go back in the tent?
Harlan is 100% going back inside to finish his nap because he got interrupted.
Right,
He's annoyed, and he just doesn't want to be awake right now.
You cranky boy.
let me gather you guys here.
Max is very sated with her kills, so and Leroy's full.
Yeah, Max. And again, that trigger finger's itching. Kill after kill.
It's getting stronger. You
Ooh.
might
How long
attune.
until it appears in your hand?
Is that
in the middle
Mickey?
of the night?
Yeah, you see Mickey sitting down,
We
and
shall see.
he's got these large blocks that he's playing with.
Oh my god, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. Why mine? Hey, Mickey!
Harlan goes back to
Alright.
the cart that he was
Max-
napping in earlier and naps in it again.
Max looks at Durva and she goes, "He is not fine. You're crazy."
Bye, Mickey! And I walk into
Harlan
my
gives
room where
Mickey
I was
a
snuggling.
thumbs up.
Ah, Burrito, there you
next
are.
to him.
Gives you a thumbs up and then waves to Dura as well. Yeah, you see Burrito and Lulu's sleeping. She's sleeping her little head off in there.
I give them scritchy scratchies, and then I lay down.
Armor will come in.
Go away.
I don't deserve
Rhea
snuggles
will-
this time, do I, Morty?
I mean, what you did was objectively stupid.
It got Max happy, and I guess that's all that matters. And I roll over so my eyes are away from him, and I cry a
All
little.
right. So let's Cap, where are you going? Are you
Cap's taking his rest. I don't
are you
wherever he sees there's like a bed. I'm not sure where there is one. I guess this thing.
Yeah, you can hop up into one of these, and these are these like large demonic looking machines, but they have seats in them that you could lay down in.
Harlan goes, "Yeah, they're super comfortable, man. I was napping in one earlier before I got interrupted."
All right, Max,
Cap
are you
nods to
joining
him
Durba?
Hmm. What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh yes, I am. Yeah, we're supposed to be snuggling. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
And so everyone can take another short rest if you'd like. You probably don't have time to take a long rest before Mad Maggie's ready, but you can take another short one if you'd like to heal up a bit.
Oh, fuck.
But everyone's taking a short rest. Rhea will approach Harlan and just look to him and say, I'm worried, Harlan.
What'd you say?
She says, I'm worried, Harlan.
He looks at her, he's like, and I'm disappointed. I'm sorry that your life is being risked because of idiotic decisions of others.
No, she's risking her own life. And that's what's concerning. She was reckless when I met her, but it seems like it's getting worse.
We are in hell right now. If she was risking only her own life, I wouldn't care because it's her life to risk. But when she's in a group and we have a goal and she pulls in others, that's when I start getting concerned.
Gives a nod. Well, hopefully it's just her making a mistake and she just realizes it. She seemed to be receptive when I talked to her, so hopefully this is behind us and we can just focus on the mission.
Harlan's just, we can hope. I thought she had learned before, but apparently she hadn't.
Give her another chance.
He doesn't say anything. He mouths it without words. He's like doing the little pinching finger things, and it's like this is all that's left, indicating that it is a very, very small or very few remaining chances that he has left to give.
And Cap, you can overhear this conversation. Rhea's not being like super quiet or whispering, just kind of having a frank conversation.
Cap is just minding his own business. He really is like really annoyed from this fight and wants to get on with things.
All right. In the over here, is anything going on in this room where sweet little Lulu is taking a nap and Perito has jumped into Durva's lap and is snuggling against her to comfort her?
Yeah, Durga just let out her tears and fell right asleep.
Max pokes Durva in the back. It's like, hey, wake up.
Durga rolls over. What?
So that was probably pretty stupid what we just did.
You think?
Yeah. I think you really do need to stop picking fights, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, there
kinda
was a
fun,
good
though.
portion of that fight. Yeah, it was fun, yeah.
You almost got a
But there was a
boyfriend.
good portion of no, there's no way he could have gotten in my pants. But but you did spend a good portion of that fight laying on the ground.
Man,
So maybe
I
we
almost
should
felt
just
like I
stick
needed
to
it.
you. Yeah, but you're gonna get killed one of these days, and we're already in hell, so it's not like I can go anywhere special to pick up your soul. So how about you just stop picking stupid fights, girl?
You wanted that.
Yeah, but I didn't start it.
Oh, okay. All right. Durva will take the hit. She rolls back over.
She's like, no. Sometimes you want things, but you don't always go after them. I mean, like I wanted my man, but his wife was in the way, so I had to kill her. But
You
that
did
was
go
part of
after
the
her.
What?
You like legit went after her. What do you mean?
I did, and
I-
now look where I am. I'm in hell.
It was
I am
a glorious
literally.
victory
You're in
for you,
hell with
mistress,
me.
from what you say.
I know, but we're dirty. We're stinky. I haven't had coffee in days. I haven't had my hair done. My nails look like shit. I mean, come on. We got to do better, girl.
Max, just own it. You're still beautiful, dirty. Like, I don't even understand how you're still fucking. Your skin glistens under dirt. Through the dirt. You're like a little, like, ball that spins on the ceiling. It goes dazzle, 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 when you dance and you do the ooty, ooty, ooty. That's you. In every room. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want to ooty 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 in hell. Okay, so let's survive this and stop picking fights with these little thingies.
Durga
We can
pulls a
figure out what-
burrito up to her chest and rolls over and goes, "Yeah, okay, I'm going to sleep now."
All right, good night. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah. Good night.
Max, as you're making these complaints, you have the gun on your person, correct?
Mm-hmm.
As Derva turns away and snuggles little Burrito, you hear a click, like the hammer clicking, and suddenly you're clean.
It's clean.
You're clean.
I'm
As if
clean.
a prestidigitation was cast upon you to clean you up.
Max looks at herself. She looks at her hand. She's like, "Oh, how did this happen?" She looks at her gun. She strokes it a little bit. She's like, "I love you, my gun, my precious."
And you can see the tick marks have continued to be etched into it with your kills.
She just continues to stroke it, but nothing yet.
Okay. All
She's
right.
getting there, though. She's getting close.
I added the prestidigitation cantrip to your gun.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yep, so you can clean people and yourself.
Ooh.
Ooh. So you guys take a rest and you begin to wait around for a while. And eventually you hear a door to the north open. And man Maggie steps out and goes, "Oh, where are my intrepid heroes? The people seeking to dive into Lulu's memories. I'm prepared," she shouts.
Do I wake up? I don't know how long I was waiting. I might be in a deep sleep by now.
You took a short rest. You can't get into a deep sleep before this
Okay, so
happens,
she's enough to start on me
yeah.
awake then.
Yeah. It's like, "Hello, wake up everyone, wake up. We have so much to do."
Since this is the second time his nap has been interrupted, Harlan does the thing where he like claps both hands on a leather couch and she's like, and gets up.
"Oh, I'm sorry, dearie. Did I disrupt your beauty rest?"
No, it's fine. You're not the first. He gets up and goes to bed.
"Oh, I don't imagine. I've heard you all have been quite busy."
Yeah, well, I'm partial to cool looking shit. Mickey Becker, he's a cool guy.
"Yes, I wanted to thank you all for helping my dear Mickey. He's my little sweet bodyguard, and his foot was hurting awful fierce. You seem to have found what was ailing him, so thank you."
Harlan also goes, yeah, you also have 2 crows or whatever.
"Oh, yes, pins and needles."
Yeah, they said what was that thing's name?
Max, wake up. Wake
Wasik.
up.
What was the name
Oh,
of that
yeah,
one
the-
Rick if
the
they were trying to
traitor.
get us to kill?
There's a traitor amongst us.
Oh.
Harlan just informs her, like, hey, they were saying there's a traitor out there too, so might want to watch out for that.
Oh, well, if there's a traitor, I'll snap his little neck and throw him back to the Fey realm.
Harlan just gives her a
Anyway.
thumbs up. That sounds super cool.
It would be quite cool. But, yes, I also heard from Chukka and Clog that you were able to fix one of my war machines.
Oh yeah, that thing that I did. I don't know what it was.
That was all
I
Cap.
believe your friend over there is the one who fixed it. She points a bony finger to Cap.
Harlan did a thing on the gear though to remove
Yeah, you did
something on
remove
it.
it. So it was a team effort.
Yeah, team effort.
I do
Just
enjoy
yeah,
team
that-
efforts. It seems
I don't
like
remember what I did.
she like sniffs the air. Seems like you're all a fine oiled machine these days. She smiles.
Yeah, these things are rad.
Yes. And Barnabas came to me and mentioned quite quietly at one point that you aided him as well.
Yeah, those red caps are dicks.
Yes, they are, but they're useful dicks.
Yeah, I guess.
Aren't all dicks useful?
I mean, they do have a
Indeed,
purpose.
my girl. Now come, LOL. We have something to do. She starts
Max, I
beckoning
like
you
her.
guys to the back chamber.
She's good.
Come,
You
come.
can keep
We
her.
have a ritual.
Come on,
Durga
Lulu,
winks
let's
at
go.
Morty as she goes by
All
to
right,
that
I'm
joke.
coming. I'm coming.
Come on,
Harlan,
Lulu.
before we go in there, Harlan's
Mortimer
like
doesn't
double
react.
checking with Lulu. He's like, you're sure you want to do this, right?
Right.
I mean, if it's going to help us get my memories back and find Zariel or
Oh my
something
God.
that helps, then of course, I'm willing to do this, Harlan. You guys have been so kind to me. I just want to help y'all out.
All right. Harlan just wants to make sure she's doing it
I
because she
yell
wants to.
back. Lulu, oh my God, there's cushions in here.
She's joined you guys. Yeah, these are nice. What a nice room, man, Maggie. Oh, thank you, sweet Lulu.
Also, Harlan
Yes.
notices that Durva's close to him, so he comes over here. Get away from him.
Max, Harlan warmed up a chair for you.
Oh, thank you.
And you guys see this like
Max looks at Lulu. She goes, "Are you gonna be okay after this?"
oh yeah, I mean, this isn't gonna hurt, is it? She looks to Mad Maggie. Mad Maggie goes, oh, of course not, sweet Lulu. I would never hurt you. You're such a kind little creature. And she gives her a little pinch on her little holy front cheek. You'll be quite fine. Now,
Max is nervous.
Cap coming?
what was that?
Is Cap coming?
Joey?
I said Max is nervous.
Okay, yeah. All right, looks like we're all here, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to draw all of you with this ritual into Lulu's mind, and you'll be able to probe her memories as if they were lucid dreams. You should be able to find information as to what's happened. Just focus on Zarya, Lulu. You need to focus on her so that we can find her memories in your mind. And Lulu goes, all right, well, I mean, I think about Zariel all the time, so that shouldn't be too hard for me. All right, excellent, excellent. Everyone, get closer. Limited space. Join the circle.
Harlan
Max
scoots
feels that every time they've gotten to close spaces, everything's gone bad.
Oh, don't worry, dear. The mind is an open place. This ritual circle is small, but the mind is much larger.
and a fireball out of nowhere.
This bitch.
Gotcha!
Max is like,
Please,
"Oh."
this little one, she points to Burrito, can't come.
What?
Why?
Sorry,
It's
no
a minion.
little demons scratching about in the noggin of Lulu.
Frito rows and
Fair.
curls up on this thing. Over here.
Very good. Very good. Of course, the silver death is always welcome.
Leroy hisses appreciatively.
Oh, I
Leroy's
like you. She gives him a
reputation
little.
precedes him.
She gives him a little scritch under his a draconic / sneaky chin. Yes, what a beautiful little creature. But you guys all get into the circle, and you watch as she begins to weave magic. The etched circle on the floor, written in what is most obviously some manner of blood, begins to glow. And she begins to speak these words. And the incantation, you all feel yourselves getting drowsy, getting sleepy. do you succumb to the sleep?
Harlan has had 2 interrupted naps so far, so he does not resist.
Ready to nap.
Nap City.
Nap City, bitch. Nap City.
I'll put it this
bitch.
way. Does anyone attempt to resist this?
No,
No.
no.
Cap does. He's very angry and doesn't want to be put to sleep.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Cat. Oh, and your shield of faith would be gone by now.
Yeah, for sure.
Wisdom saving. You begin to resist, and as you're resisting it, you see Mad Maggie's waving arms. You need to succumb to the magic to see the memories, my friend. Please don't resist further, or I won't be able to bring you. She's waving her arms, and it begins to tug at you to make you sleepy again. Do you still resist?
Yeah, Cap actively tries to step away from the circle and says that he'll stay out of Lulu's mind.
Very well. You step out. You will not be party to what's about to occur.
Pre-tail meows and
Uh,
then goes up to the cap.
I will bring your token in so you can see visibly.
Yeah.
But you are technically not there.
Right.
Here.
Cap scratches burrito.
Cap, scratch, buns.
Oh my god. What are you
Blue
doing to
green.
us? Are we a Rubik's Cube
I was
to
just-
you?
I was just arranging it so I could grab your guys' tokens and stuff.
Are we a sliding tile?
Ah, my
puzzle?
eyeballs.
In a similar ritual circle, you all appear. Sans Cap, who will be over here as a spectator.
Oh, my fucking eyeballs. It's so bright.
And
Where's Lulu?
don't worry about the brightness. I may have fucked up my gamma when I set the memory spell. But don't worry, you'll be fine. You hear, and you do hear Mad Maggie's voice, over, almost like an intercom over you guys as you
What the
enter this
fuck?
dream space.
We're in an escape room, guys.
So, as you're sitting in this dream space, you hear the voice of Mad Maggie, and she goes, "Oh, interesting. I found a memory. Let's push to it, shall we?" And she begins to weave her magic, and you feel your bodies being pulled away from where you're at. This will be a bit of a theater of the mind for a lot of this, so I'll describe what you see as scenes unfold. The first thing you see as you're pulled into this first memory, it's this rich land of radiant light. There's these hundreds of dancing rainbows that slowly dissolve. Warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, you see Lulu, the holy font, lazily flying around in a lush meadow at the shoulder with a beautiful, blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through tall green grass, you hear the voice of Mad Maggie say, "Push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more." And she's urging you to push forward beyond this lackadaisical, unreal thought.
I listen.
Harlan pushes it real good.
I need everyone to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oof.
Does Cap?
Max nudges it with her pinky finger.
You guys get +2 on those two.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
you're
got
all, everyone will
13.
get +2. Oh my god, 4 more to Maria, intelligence. Okay, +2. Oh, he's get +7 on his save. That's great. With the +2s, Durva passes, Harlan fails, Mortimer, Max, and Rhea, and I also need one from Leroy.
Okay.
And Leroy would be back at full health after your short
Okay.
rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot to fix it. Oh, thanks.
Okay, Leroy saves. Let me change up the music here. Let's do this one should be good. Wait, no, it's the haunted one. That's the one I want. Oh no, it's Pale Court. My bad. Watch that one. Which one? Harlan, as you're beginning to push through this projection of a wish, you feel your mind starting to slip, like you're losing connection. You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
As you feel like it's almost, and as you're pushing through, it's like your body flickers, trying to maintain its presence. And you push through. And you come to a new vision. A flame-encircled battlefield appears on a barren hellscape. And you all are scattered. And in the center, you see
Whoa.
these two figures, Lulu and an angel. They both lie unconscious. The angel you see appears roughly as this, blindfolded, but laying unconscious on the ground, as well as Lulu. You watch as all around you, devils descend. Go ahead and
Onto them?
around all of you.
Oh, shit.
You go ahead and
All around me is familiar faces. Is that Cap I hear?
and you
Yeah.
and as the vision twists, you hear Mad Maggie's voice once again. The devils! You must defeat those devils! We're gonna roll initiative.
Right. I should have stayed in.
You should have stayed dead.
Sorry, Cap.
Cap,
All good.
run on top and fall asleep.
This is not Inception.
Right. Cap,
It's
what
fine.
you observe while you were up there is Mad Maggie is in a deep trance, and so is your entire party. But let me go ahead and grab these guys.
Did sorry, above like the last session, Mad Maggie and Cap talked about Cap earning her bone helmet.
Yes.
Cap is eyeing it as he
Okay.
is noticing that she is in a deep sleep.
Cap.
Go ahead and roll initiative then.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Click your
Do
okay.
it
token.
separately. Click your token and click it.
Oh shit! I
Uh,
don't think I clicked my token at all.
okay, give me in here. Just gonna grab these sheets here real quick. This one, and where's this lad? This guy, there he is. Alrighty. Cap, I'm going to change your initiative to what you rolled originally, but I'll add you to the
Okay,
order
that's
here.
fine. That's fine.
At the top of the round, Max, you watch as these devils are descending, and this one barks out a command. Destroy the angel! And they seem to be, like, coming towards this unconscious angel. It's your turn.
Well, she's gonna go after the one that's barking commands. And using her sharpshooter and a silver arrow.
All right, keep track of how many you use here, just so you
Yep.
know. That hits. Oh, wait, you said sharpshooter?
Yeah.
That's -5. That hits. Yeah, you're good. So that'll be 20 damage. He reels back and his eyes narrow at you.
Oh, that was a chick for some reason.
Same.
All right. And then I'm gonna try with a normal arrow on this one.
They're kind of
Which I'm glad.
androgynous. Yeah, the normal arrow
Which
flies.
I'm glad I did. I'm glad
Flies
I didn't
past,
waste it.
missing.
Yeah. And then Leroy is right near one of these double dudes, the one that's right over here. So he's gonna go and say hi to this guy over here.
All right.
Just hi.
And yeah, like, hey, how you doing?
11 misses. The spine devil dodges out of the way.
And then that's it for them right now.
All right, that spine devil sees this snake attacking it, and it's going to grab its pitchfork and try and stab him. 14, and then try and bite with another 14.
Both are gonna miss.
All
Leroy
right.
does like a little dance around the page.
It's this one's turn. It flies past Harlan. And will attack the unconscious Zariel. 20 and 18. I believe. I'll double check her. She. It. Despite her being unconscious, the glowing radiance of her armor pushes the devil back, and it kind of like reels back and hisses at her. This one is next to Rhea and will go for bite and a fork attack. Both of them miss. Rhea is getting oriented, and as this thing swings wildly at her, she parries it off with her sword. And immediately into her turn, she swings at it twice. 18. There we go. The girl connects twice. It's two-handing. So 6 and then 12. So 18 points. And this thing looks ragged. Fluttering next to her. Mortimer's turn. He's going to go. All right, at least this makes more sense. And he's going to use. Actually, he's going to 5, 10, 15, and he's going to cast haste on you, Max.
Sweet.
Cast. So you can read the effects of haste there. he is concentrating on that for a minute. All right, get him, girl.
Thanks, Morty.
All right, it's this one's turn. It's going to fly up to Harlan and try to bite the fork. A 9 and a 17. I think both those miss.
Miss.
All right, it's this devil's turn.
Is the fork like a pitchfork?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Of their tail.
He's going to survey the battlefield and yeah, it's going to fire 2 fire rays at Max.
Awesome.
17 and 18.
If I had +2 from AC, right, from the haste.
Yes.
Can I
All
silvery
right,
barbs?
so they,
Or do I
wait,
have to
wait,
wait
they
until
both-
my turn?
because I'm 16, my AC is 16, so those
Oh.
will both
18.
The
miss.
second one would hit.
18 would hit. That's
18
why.
would meet your AC.
Yeah, it would meet my AC, so the second one would hit.
So I was gonna do the second one, but I didn't know. Do I have to
Yeah.
wait for my turn to have a reaction, or do I have
No,
one?
you have a reaction if you'd like to use it.
Okay, then silvery barbs reroll the 18.
Is she within range? 55 feet out?
660. I'll double check it. Hold on.
Or is he in range?
60 feet.
Or wait, you're targeting the devil. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm targeting the devil. That's right. But she would still get
Okay.
the effects of
Right.
afterwards.
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead. It is a 1d20 plus 7, so we'll see if he rolls that one. Same.
Oh
It
my
hits.
god.
So 11 points of fire to you,
Okay.
Max.
Shit, man.
Silvery barbs ain't doing shit.
As he... This is what you get, Angel, as he's raising a spear to jam into her body. It's this devil's turn. He's going to help the other one and attack Rhea. I literally
Really
moved
like
everyone
flat
randomly. Yeah, thanks. He's going to give her a bite and a fork. The 19 will hit. Rhea takes 4 points of damage. All right. Cap, you are watching as you see briefly as Harlan's body like contorts a moment as you're observing from the psychic damage he took previously.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch as Max's body kind of reels a little bit, and then Rhea's just slightly like winces.
Can Cap? So Cap is concerned, like obviously seeing these things, and he wants to like further investigate to how or why they might be like twinging or like reeling.
All right, I'll say it will take your action to do so if you'd like to.
Sure.
Give me an Arcana check. You suspect that as they are bound in this ritual, they're bound to whatever vision is happening here. And though they're in a vision, they're being hurt. Like their bodies are physically reacting to it.
Mm.
But you also feel that potentially healing their physical bodies could help them. If they're hurt.
I was just thinking, let's go with Shield of Faith on Max. Bonus action.
All right, I'm not going to put concentration on you because nothing can threaten your concentration.
Okay.
But Max, you feel after this ray of fire hits you, and it's supposed to burn like flame, but your head just hurts. Because it's more like a psychic shock than an actual fire.
Okay.
But then you feel this radiance, a familiar presence of Cap's shield of faith fall upon you. So though he is for whatever reason not here, he seems to be reaching out to protect you.
Max says, thanks, Cap, wherever you are.
All right. Anything else in your turn, Cap?
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't
Cap
want to cut
glares
you out of
at
combat.
No, yeah, he glares at Mad Maggie. That's about it.
All right. The Harlan.
Harlan moves up here.
All right.
And he's looking at this guy that was raising his spear and he attacks him.
Send it.
Oh no.
A dream speck hits you in the eye. And then you try and reorient yourself, but the next spear strike goes wide as well.
Oh wow.
Both
Why?
miss.
I'm surprised he didn't fall in his sphere. To be honest.
As the creature looks to you and grins.
Once you fight somebody, they can fight back.
She's fought enough. He's still pulling the spear up to strike her.
He gives him a raspberry.
Real mature.
Oh, look who's
Anything
talking. You're attacking someone that's knocked out.
Oh god,
I'm
there's
not going to do
crabs.
this. I'm a dream. Anything else on your turn, Harlan?
No.
All right. This one is going to over at Durga because
Oh,
you like the flying noises, so I'm going to keep making them.
oh. Okay.
Yes, please.
Right and forward. How about a 15 and a nat 20?
Yeah.
So 5, and then that'll be. It's not great. It's 8 damage on the crit. So
That's okay. So
Not
5
so
and
bad.
8?
yeah, so total of 13.
13. Do I not know how to math?
Yeah,
Not
8
today.
It's
plus 5 is
I
13.
don't know how to math.
it's not
Anymore.
for us. It
Well-
doesn't show 8. It doesn't. It shows 2 plus 1 and then
No,
5.
I know. I counted it and I counted
Yeah,
12. And I was
it's
like,
because of the way we do crits is they get the max die plus their roll. So whatever it says the plus is meaningless because that's trying to calculate the crit. So
Yeah. No,
yeah,
it
because
was 5 plus 8
otherwise,
and I counted 12.
crits are lame if you roll low. So I
Yeah.
think it's more fun
Right.
to take that out of the equation for everyone.
It's a crit for a reason.
Yeah. So and it seems like I mean when you guys crit, you fucking annihilate shit. So
We crit hard.
yeah. So I think it's fair. I think
Crit
it's
gang roll
balanced.
deep.
Crit gang rolls deep. It's your turn, Durga.
Yeah.
As this thing like stabs
this thing
you
come up
or
to
bites
me?
you and then stabs you real hard in the chest.
That's not cool, bro. That's not cool at all. Let's try and make it cry.
Okay, and then prone. Okay. As it doesn't know why, but something strikes its soul. The soul of a memory, even, or phantasm, begins to weep as it hits the ground. It doesn't know what its existence is. It's merely a thought, but
Why am
somehow
I
it
here?
weeps.
Bitch.
Who am us anyway?
Who
It
am
whispers
us?
into the sky.
All right.
What's my purpose?
All right. Derby's done.
Next.
All right, Max is still going after the big dude thing, female dude thing.
Dude looked like a lady.
Do the good lady, yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, and she's gonna do her
Sharpshoot?
sharpshooter, yeah. But she's just gonna do regular arrows for right now.
Miss. Second one.
And second one.
Minus the 5 misses.
Yeah, that also misses. And then her fingers kind of twitch towards her gun at this point. And then Leroy is gonna go after the homeboy that he's right next to.
Right. The 14 hits. He does 9. It's non-magical, so it'll take 4. And it's resistant. All right.
Nice. Oh wait, doesn't Max get? Does she get an extra shot because of the haste? Or is that
Yes.
gone already?
Yeah, you can take another
almost
shot with the
forgot all
haste if
about
you'd
that.
like.
Almost
Yeah,
forgot all
that's
about
right. Go ahead. By the way, I'll just let you know, you don't have to use any of your ammo. You're in a dream. You're not actually
Oh.
using ammo.
Oh, okay.
So you can add back what you've deleted. But minus the 5 that hits.
I keep a tally on my notebook.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to like just nonchalantly sling a bunch of silver arrows because you thought it was safe. So, but that'll hit plus the 10 is 19. We're using a silver on this one.
Yeah. Since we're in a dream.
All right. Oh, so you can rationalize that. Like, wait a minute.
Yes.
This is a fucking dream.
It's a fucking
This isn't
dream.
real. You're like,
Let's shoot all the arrows.
Yeah, just shoot
and you
like
all
50
can,
arrows.
yeah. So like, don't be afraid to use consumables and stuff like that. They would
Okay.
actually don't vanish. Just for because you would figure that out.
Yeah.
It'd be silly for you to go on a dreamscape and be actually bereft of the things you used.
Pulling out arrows in the real world.
Right? You're just shooting them into the fucking roof.
I'm
Cap's like,
across
holy
from
shit!
you. Stop.
Cap's like covered in the corner, like, oh my
All right. This Spine Devil is going to go for Harlan. A bite and a fork. Miss and a miss. This
Harlan
one
spits
is going
at
to
him.
go for Rhea. This is both times. I thought I was going to sneeze there, and then it didn't go. I hate that. This one is also going to go for Rhea. Oh, wait. Whoops. Well, let me go back to her. Those would have been at Harlan, and those ones would have been at... Oh, shoot. We'll just say they all miss, and then I'll go for Rhea now. Because I goofed that. I attacked the wrong targets. 16, I think misses her. Oh, wait.
What's that from? Oh, that's
17. So she'll take 1 damage.
Oh, well.
Oh my god.
You're doing it.
God.
Alright, it's Rhea's turn. She's gonna take 1 swing at this
Oh
guy
my God.
first. Get old, idiot. Longsword. She hacks its fucking head off because it had 4 hit points.
Good old Rhea.
Get it.
And she
We love
turns
Rhea.
and wide sweeps up this one's chest. The executioner crits again.
So
She's
she
so
split him
sweet.
in half a lot of ways.
That's 15 for the 2-handed, and then the crit on that's gonna be in there. She hacks this one's head off immediately after. Going because she's got the magical weapon now, so it's not resistant. She cuts one head off, and then she sweeps up to like pull into the chest of this one, then catches its neck, and then cleaves its head off as well.
She's so beautiful.
And
Negotiator
she'll look
lives on Harlan's
around,
cheek.
and she'll see this prone one and charge towards it for her next turn. Mortimer will look at the battlefield and go, all right, well, that seems like a threat. And he'll shoot a magic missile.
Morty's getting smart.
I've always been.
He's
8 points
Not
of
with
damage.
combat.
So that'll be a first level spell slot used. All right.
Well, he has leveled up.
This one's turn.
Level up, level up.
It sees this mad woman hacking through its companions and is going to shoot 2 spines at her. 7 to 7. Miss.
Loser.
It's this guy's turn. He goes. Looks around at the battlefield. I won't die here then. And weaves magic and plane shifts, vanishing from the battlefield.
Pussy.
Bitch.
Wow.
Devils do what they do. It becomes. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Let me go back. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, it's this one's turn. Did it skip Cap? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you
Let
rolled
me
a
go back. Why is it not working? It's like getting stuck on Max. Hold on, we skip through here.
Just
I'll
give
shoot
Max
again.
all of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Cat, your turn.
Okay. Cap looks to Mad Maggie as he's pretty sure that she's causing his companions like actual physical harm, and prepares to inflict wounds on her.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry, I had a different plan. I want to aid them first, so
Okay.
I'm gonna cast aid on my friends.
All right. How many targets is that?
I'm gonna do that's 3 targets. I believe. Let me make sure. Up to 3 creatures within range. Are they? They're all right in front of me, right?
Yeah, they're all like laying on the floor. So,
Yeah. So
including
Durga
Lulu.
and Mag. Oh, yeah, that's Lulu too.
Ooh.
She's not being hit right now, so I'm gonna go.
Could wake
As far as
her
you
up.
can tell, yeah.
Yeah, Max, Rhea, and Durga, because they've all taken
Okay.
like I've all seen them like twinge and cringe and shit.
And is that concentration or is that?
Shoot.
I think it's just a straight buff.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
Is
an
it just a
action.
straight buff? Okay, excellent.
8 hours.
So Rhea, Max, and you said Durva?
Yep.
Every one of you gets an extra 10 hit points. If you just want to just put them as temp and remind yourself you can technically heal those. All right. So you cast aid. Cap, anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I just slowly approach Mad Maggie, and I don't have another action, so I can't freaking destroy her right now. But yeah, his menace is really, really clear.
Make a perception check. In the room with you, you notice the 2 crows, pins and needles, watching you
Fuck him up.
as you approach Mad Maggie. They're just watching.
Yeah, just
They
watching.
haven't made
I nod.
an aggressive move.
I nod to the birds and wink.
One of the birds nods back to you, and I'm positioning you next to Mad Maggie in the other map as they watch you. So some stuff's going on off screen. This is fun. I didn't think this would go this way. Anything else then?
No.
Harlan.
I guess he just attacks us when he's close to. Since the big guy disappeared.
Got all these weird measurements stuck on my screen.
He's 7 and
Are
13.
they?
I think it's because I tabbed into a different map while you were doing them.
Mm.
I think it's a new tool, so it's a little buggy.
Yeah.
The 27 hits and the 13 also hits. Roll your damages. I'm gonna reload, and I might have to reload the music for myself.
8 and 10.
8 and 10. All right. 18 points of damage. He's still standing. So let me grab the Spine Devils back here. Because the Cambion, as he would have in real life, fucked off. Alrighty. Anything else, Harlan?
Yep.
This one continues to sputter and cry.
Good.
It gets a save at the end of its turn, or no? It's Tasha's, right?
At the end of its turn, each time. At the end of its turn, and each time it takes damage. Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and make a Wisdom save with advantage. 13. What's your DC?
It's not DC. It's a Wisdom saving 14.
Yeah, DC is difficult to class. Yeah, so 13 fails. It still is on the floor. And it's your turn.
Quick question. You said she's unconscious, like her health is at 0?
That's what it appears.
Okay. I'm going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at this guy right there.
That hits.
Okay, there's the first one. For 2.
Okay,
Second one.
that hits.
2 in a row.
For 3.
Yeah, the 2 blasts seem to ring louder here in a realm of dreams and shadow.
And I am going to... Oh, I gotta do it at the second level. Second level healing word. Her.
All right, you heal Zariel, and you see this angelic female form begin to stir.
Just stir?
And I'll say she acts at the end of the initiative.
Oh, okay.
She stands up slowly, breathing heavily, sees Lulu unconscious on the ground, sees these devils and these champions fighting at her side. A smile breaks across her face. And she takes her mighty sword, this radiant glowing sword now, Harlan. It gleams and is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. As she
Harlan
pulls
weeps.
it up and slams it into the ground as radiance bursts forth from her. All around, the devils turn to ash. And then she falls to a knee. And she looks to you, Durga. And her mouth moves as if saying words. But this is a memory. This isn't how it happened. There's no words that were ever spoken.
Oh.
You hear nothing. And they vanish from your view. And that's the end of combat.
Durga wants to walk up here and like see if there was something left behind by them.
This guy's sorry. He disappears. Actually, they all turn to ash, so
Max is like, what the hell just happened?
make an investigation check.
Natty.
Crap, we bugged the memory. We have to reload.
Oh, net 20. Ooh,
Take it out,
really
blow on the
low.
cartridge, and put it back in.
A nat 20, man.
Nat 20.
I gotta honor a nat 20.
Give me that natty.
Durva, as you lean down to where Zariel was, what are you hoping to find?
Anything that would guide me to what really happened, anything that maybe if what truly happened would have been left behind.
You find we'll call it a little rolled up scroll tied off the simple red thread. But as you pick it up, the vision of this hellscape fades. The dream shifts the vision, and you're brought into a landscape filled with thick black smoke. The smells of death and decay begin to encompass everything. And you see a singular devil approach, weak, limping before all of you. And it says, I'm defeated. I will pledge to serve you if you have mercy. Please, mercy.
Where's it coming from?
Kind of theater of the mind. You guys are kind of like, almost like a jury looking down on this devil, begging for mercy, pledging to serve.
What is your name?
I am, and you just hear like static, like there's no recollection of a name.
Oh no, we're in the Peanuts comic strip.
Why should we give you mercy?
Your victory is clear. I am just a servant, and I can serve you
How will you serve me?
in any way you desire.
Do I know that voice, or are you just using that voice?
It's off kilter from the one you're used to.
Okay. Just making sure. It seemed like it, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
You weren't
it
doing a
is
younger version.
No, and this looks more like the spine devils, the things you fought before.
Ew.
I know her ruling.
Can I
Max
like
is
look
what's up,
down
Paul.
on it and say, thank you. Next? Is like not giving anything?
The creature looks to the rest of your party.
You're not giving me
Is it-
save you vibes.
Harlan just gives a thumb down, like in the Roman gladiator arena.
Durga gets
Okay.
ready to Spartan
So no
kick.
one shows the devil mercy?
No.
No.
Not those spiny fuckers.
Not the spiny fuckers.
I'll put you guys up here. This is easier to see ultimately.
Does
No
Rhea show mercy?
She actually looked to you all, and when none of you showed mercy, she shakes her head and says, "No mercy for devils." She gives a pointed look to the creature that begins to almost whimper and mewl as it fades to a shadow. Judgment passed. The dream begins to fade and shift again. You find yourselves wandering a vast, barren landscape of utter devastation. This ichorous black sludge begins to rapidly form at your feet above the ground, enveloping them, gripping you, pulling you under. This horrible sense of loss and regret is beginning to pull you in, and you hear the voice of Mad Maggie. Don't let the sludge consume you. You must push through her defenses. She has to look.
Max pushes.
I push.
All right. All of you make athletics or acrobatics checks.
Ooh.
Maria's going to go for athletics. Mortimer's going to go for acrobatics. All right. Harlan and Rhea. You are trying to pull out of this muck and mire, and you feel it gripping you, pulling you both under. Both of you take 23 points of psychic damage.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Wilhelm scream.
As you've... What's that?
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. And as that's happening, Cat, you on the outside see Harlan and Rhea's bodies begin to shudder. You see blood coming out of their noses.
Oh.
Awesome.
Make an Arcana check for me. I'm going to give you advantage because you've been observing closely.
Okay.
Oop, really good. Go ahead and roll the second time. Your instinct, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that Mad Maggie's harming them.
Yeah, absolutely, she is.
But as you observe, the ritual indeed has them entranced. But as you look to Mad Maggie, she herself, as they are being harmed, you see wounds opening up on her. She's sharing this pain. She's as much at a detriment as they are. And you realize that ending this might mean dire ramifications for your friends.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a mass healing word.
All right. Who are you targeting?
Up to 6, so everybody besides Mad Maggie.
Everybody but Mad Maggie. Okay, go ahead and roll the healing.
Yeah. I thought it did. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Eight healing for everybody as you guys feel a presence wash over you.
And then, so I still have an action. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the birds.
Okay. Go. It's a dex save, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grab their stat sheets. Give me 1 second. I didn't know if you would attack them.
I think I wasn't ready
Always
for that.
expect.
All right. There's
attack.
one to the back left of you and one to the back right. Which one are you in for?
Which one's closest to the door?
Back left.
That one.
All right. Dex save from him. Fails. It takes 6 points of radiant damage. Let me check the map here. He takes 6 points of radiant damage. He goes, "Hey, what the fuck's your problem?"
Cap just shrugs his shoulders and says, "Come at me, bro."
They
Bangs his shield.
they both turn invisible and disappear. No, they are not going to fight you. They are silly little imps. They will vanish and run.
That's fine.
But yeah, you watch them both go invisible, and you hear the flapping of wings out the door. So they seem to be beating a retreat.
All right.
I know it's a little hard
Cap-
with the theater of the mind, but you
Yeah.
are far enough away that you would get an opportunity attack, and they're flying. So
How far away am I from the door?
about 10 feet, I think.
I go out to like outside of the door, like to the point where I like standing in the doorway, kind of, and like wait.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're going for backup.
You stand at the door to keep eyes out. Sounds good.
Yep. Can I ready anything?
You can ready attack if like something hostile comes. What attack would you like to use?
I ready just a hand axe attack.
All right. So if something comes up to threaten you, you will hit with the hand axe. Meanwhile, in the dream, all of you but Rhea and Harlan have made it out of this muck. You're up kind of on a ledge, and you see Rhea and Harlan struggling as this black Icarus goo is like pulling them under. What
Can
do you want to do?
Harlan push up
Can we
Rhea?
Can we reach for them?
You can reach.
Can we pull them?
All right. So Harlan, you go to reach for Rhea, but you see your comrades are reaching for both of you to help you both up. Do you continue to help Rhea, or do you try and push up yourself?
Harlan
and grab
pushes
by
up Rhea.
All right. So another, I believe it would be another athletics or acrobatics check. You do not have advantage, Harlan, but Rhea does. Let me double check. You pull out Harlan, and you're trying to pull Rhea up, but it's just so much, and she's starting to sink. She takes 25 points of psychic.
Wait, what happens if Max is reaching for her at the same time?
It's
meet in the
just a
middle?
help action. It's just a
Aw,
help action,
damn.
so she just gets the advantage.
Boo.
Yeah, she needs a 17 to get out of this. Do you guys all help now?
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to, as I'm reaching down, I want to throw a bardic on her and say, Rhea, you are stronger than all of us. You can do this.
All right, she's gonna make
Can Harlan
another...
reach her?
Yeah,
I'd say he's pulling with both hands if he can reach her.
make a strength check, and I'll say if you roll high enough, you lower the DC for her. I'll say that's enough. The DC is now 15, and she has advantage and a bardic. It's sad because she has a +7. She
Yeah,
should do
that's
well
what
on
I was
these.
like.
All right.
We both have
yeah.
+7s, and we both are the ones
Yeah.
that failed.
I know, it's funny. Everyone else is fine. Yeah, it was lower before, but it got harder because Max got out before. But every time you fail, it gets a little harder. But yeah, you guys managed to, with all of your help, pull Rhea out of the muck, and you feel as you're pulled free, the dreamscape begins to shift, and you see in the center Lulu resting on a black cushion in an inky void, unconscious and alone, a beam of brilliant white light shining down upon her. Next to Lulu, a large gleaming brass spyglass atop an ornately carved tripod. And Lulu awakens and looks peacefully around her. Seeing the spyglass, she approaches it, pressing one eye to the eyepiece. She then steps back, suddenly, her eyes wide, mouth open, her face alight with excitement, and she cries out, "The sword! The sword! I think I know where it is!" And As she says that, the dreamscape fades, and you all awaken back in the chamber of Fort Knucklebone. You see a dutiful Cap waiting at the door, hand axe in hand, as you awaken.
I like to stand up and be like, Lulu, you did it. Where's it at?
Oh well, I think I know. And she's kind of flitting around excitedly. Everyone make insight checks as you're observing the room here.
No spec
Just
for
a
you.
speck above, just a speck above spec. Just a
Spec
little
above
bit.
spec.
Speck
little
above
bit.
spec.
So Harlan as well. You both managed to
Almost
dodge the
back.
spec, but it's looming.
It's like, darn
It's
it.
floating.
Rats.
You look and you, Durva and Cap, you pick up on this. Mad Maggie looks disappointed as this ends. And she kind of clasps her hands together and she goes, I suppose that's all. What a shame. What a shame.
What does that mean, Maggie? Is there
No,
something that you need to tell us?
we found the sword. It was the goal.
No, I was hoping for something else, but, promises are promises. You've done right by Mad Maggie.
Are you gonna share?
Are you going to share? Do you
To
know
share
something
what,
that we don't know?
darlings?
It seems like you know
well,
something that we don't know.
I was
What?
merely more interested in the delicious fall of Zariel and her corruption, but apparently little Lulu doesn't remember.
Do you, Lulu?
No, but I think I know where her sword is.
Where is it?
There's this place, I remember it, because I think the person who ran away with me, he was one of the Hell Riders. And I remember this hill is a hill with a bunch of Hell Riders. It's not
Is
too
it
far away.
Is it on our fancy map?
Oh, it might be. Let the dungeon master
Is
take a
it
quick look.
is it on our abstract diagram of what we think hell might look like?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Our fancy
ooh, can we
map.
play I Spy again? I think the dungeon master loves it.
I'm
It's his
gonna
favorite
Alright.
game.
She'll take out your little map here, and she'll go, I think it's around here.
Ooh, that is a
Oh, so
cliff.
it's by Illidan. Oh, so we get to go meet
Yeah,
up
it's
with
very
him.
close to the Lord of the Illithari, Illidan Stormrage.
But I'm not prepared.
No one's prepared for that.
Oh, fuck.
But if we head, I guess, judging on this map, northward, there might be a path up that we don't have to cross the river.
Yeah, I don't want to burn to death.
That is very
What
smart.
No, the river
Lulu.
don't make you burn to death, silly.
I know. But
What
it's
does the river
hot.
do?
It's the river Styx.
I don't remember what it does.
Then how do you know it doesn't burn us, Lulu?
Huh. I wonder. Anyway.
Your intuition hasn't been wrong so far, minus that.
Hey Maggie, can we dunk a red cap and see what the river does to people?
Oh, you want to know what the river Styx does?
Of course.
I mean, if you know, I'm willing to experiment.
Well, if that's the boon you wish to attain from me, then by all means I can tell you.
Whoa.
No.
Cap
no.
interjects.
Look here,
Cap
Ash.
interjects and
So.
says, "Hey, there was a discussion of that helmet of yours. That is the boon that I wish."
Oh, you wish for my helmet? Of course. Is this all you desire? And she's being pulled off.
I
For
also
me,
want to throw
yes.
one of your red caps in the river.
Oh, if you'd like to, feel free to capture one and throw it. I get plenty from the Fey realm.
Let's take the one that Leroy wanted as a snack.
I look at Rhea as I say that and go, if the group wants to.
We
Cap
can we
ignores them.
avoid any pointless
It's for
conflicts?
It's for science.
We don't know what the river does.
She wipes a bit of blood from under her nose.
Are you okay, Rhea? You're bleeding out
I
of
mean,
your
I got
nose.
pretty hurt in there.
Do you want to heal?
Oh, yes, it's fine, it's fine. Had you died in there, you would have merely remained unconscious until healed. Your corporeal bodies would have been totally fine. Don't worry. Mad Maggie wouldn't bring you into a trap.
That sounds like you did.
Arlen gives her a
Of
thumbs up.
course. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
If that's
Thumbs up.
better.
All right.
Thumbs up,
Max
lovely.
So,
is like a neutral and just in between.
she
thumbs.
pulls the little, she pulls the little bone helmet off and hands it to Cap. Here you go, dearie. Enjoy.
Okay, what if
Cap is
instead
almost shaking.
of
Add that to your inventory, Mad
throwing-
Maggie's bone cap.
instead of throwing one into the river, we're about to go fight like Illidan Stormrage, and your guys seem like they are prepared. Can we,
Illidan Stormrage is not an actual character in
Sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons, dearie.
Sillidan Imrage.
Philidin Mornbage?
God damn it, where?
Skrilladin Smorsmage.
Whichever one is the which Stormrage is up north?
Skrillex, I
None.
believe.
Okay, we're about to go fight Skrillex.
Arlen's just like, how do we get to this spot?
Can we
This
borrow
is-
some of
He
your
drops
you
the
recognize
beat.
this?
Be careful. Oh, if you want to go there, then you just need to head relatively northward. It's a bit of a trek, though. You might need some transportation.
Do you have a horsey?
I have many infernal machines you could use.
Infernal
I could offer
Machine
you this.
and
Do they go
Mickey.
fast?
Yes. Oh,
Fast
they
and
go
Furious?
quite fast, my dear. I can offer you the following. I have Devil's Ride that you could take, as well as. Sorry, I have to double check these, make sure I'm giving the right ones. Let the Dungeon Master consult his notes, dearie.
So is Mickey off the
Yes.
table or on the
I
table?
have a Devil's Ride and a Tormentor that you could take.
What's a tormentor?
It's a larger vehicle. I will place one so that you can see. It's one of these. And a Devil's Ride is a bit of a smaller vehicle. This.
Well, that's not gonna carry
Which one
us.
will hold all of us?
The Tormentor, I believe, can accompany up to 4 crew. The Devil's Ride itself could take 2. And let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How perfect! Both of them would be able to get you across. Is this a suitable reward for all of you?
Can we add Mickey?
I don't count it as a reward. This is
Well,
just
I could
transportation.
offer. I could also offer you a number of soul coins.
Oh,
we're
no,
not
no,
allowed
not
to take those.
No. Lulu said we can't take those.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but the Devil's Ride and the Tormentor, you need those to fuel them, my dears. No ride's free.
I look at Lulu.
Yeah, Max looks at
Oh.
Lulu.
That's terrible. If these things just consume soul coins, we shouldn't be using any of them.
How long would it
Don't you
take
have-
on foot?
Don't you have any horses?
No, I'm afraid I only have my war machines and on foot, darling. Who knows? Things get a bit strange in Avernus.
How fast can a red cap run?
Not very.
Damn.
Can't even ride the red caps.
I'm at-
But if you're
I'm out of
opposed to
ideas.
my war machines and my soul coins, I suppose I don't have much to offer you, I'm afraid.
We promised Lulu that we would not use soul coins.
Cap says we take him.
You promised a little Oliver. Let me tell you something. You won't get far without them.
I look at Lulu again.
Lulu, I think this is something we're gonna have to sacrifice.
It's not right. Those are people's souls. Sinners' souls, dearie. People who deserve what they're getting.
What if they're bad people?
Exactly.
Like murderers
Little
or tax
Durga, she
evaders?
pinches your cheek.
Can you tell us about the soul coins we're taking?
Oh, I don't know. I've gotten them through conquest and trade. I don't know whose souls they are, but if they're in Avernus, they either made a deal or they're a bad person.
Lulu, could we just pretend that the people inside of them are the people who call you every day and ask about your car's extended warranty?
I don't know what that means, darling.
Do these machines consume the soul coin?
Oh, very much so. You have to burn the soul as fuel.
How many
God.
coins do you need?
Well, for about a day's worth of travel. Oh, hold on, let me double check. Yeah, 4 days worth of travel and burn a single soul coin.
That's not bad, Lulu. One
Not
evil
bad.
soul.
That's good gas mileage.
Anybody, even if they're sinners or they've done wrong, no soul is beyond redemption.
Would my horse be able to keep up with these machines?
Let me double check their stats. Give me 1 second.
Can we force Digivolve, Leroy? Damn it.
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
All right.
Greymon!
Give him a
At
thunderstone.
the Tormentor, which is the slower, moves twice as fast as your horse.
Damn.
What if Morty sits on Cap's lap and I think Max is the second lightest, sits on like Rhea's lap?
It's
And
not
then
about
what?
the amount of souls you're consuming, darling. It's that you're doing it at all. I can't be a part of any of that. I'm sorry, but I gotta put my little foot down on this.
Damn.
I'm willing to agree with you with all sorts of things, and if Zariel's bad, I'm willing to help you. But I don't want to sacrifice a soul.
Okay, we'll take Mickey and we'll travel by foot.
You want Mickey to go with you. Unfortunately, he is bound to me by contract, and it is not going to be up for a very long time.
Can
I
we
could
just
offer
take
his
the contract?
services
Can we take him on
after.
loan? Can we take him on loan?
Or just give us the
She
contract.
thinks.
That's the payment.
No.
Okay, you're being really aggressive right there, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, and her eyes narrowed at you with that comment. I do owe you. What can I do for you? If you don't want to use the infernal machines, oh, Maggie knows. A bit of an ability to move through objects. Where are you headed?
I told you, Illidan's little brother.
Oh, yes. You want to go there. Very well. I can help you get there quicker.
Can we just teleport us there?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
We're gonna arrive with all our parts in one piece, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, you'll be perfectly intact. But I have to warn you that once you're there, you'll have no means of coming back. So it's kind of a one-way trip.
Do you have
But
a
I can get you
scroll
there.
you could put that spell on to come back?
No, my dearie, I'm afraid. A witch never reveals her secrets. And she boops you on the nose.
Durga blushes and says, I guess this is it for Lulu.
Harlan's
Very good.
speaks up and he's like, would you be willing to take care of Lulu while we travel?
You wish to leave dear sweet Lulu here, do you?
Harlan
I
looks at
would
Lulu
want-
and he's like, I'm sorry, Lulu. We need to make haste. And we
Well-
cannot be stranded in the wilderness.
Darn, I'll say one of you can make a persuasion check. You're going to have disadvantage
Oh.
to attempt to persuade Lulu at this point because you guys are coming at her from a lot of angles. And she's a very stalwart in her beliefs. So choose someone to make that check at disadvantage.
I
I don't think Harlan's trying to persuade her. He's just opting to. I mean, someone can make the save. Harlan's not going to. He's not trying to persuade.
Yeah. This one, but I'm saying with everything being said to her, this is what I want as a roll to adjudicate this. So, who's going to roll persuasion at disadvantage?
Does anyone have higher than a 6?
I've got 5.
No.
What about Rhea and
Let me
Morty?
look at Rhea. Rhea's persuasion is 3. Not bad. Mortimer's is 0.
Okay. I'll
Which
try this
makes sense to
persuasion
me.
at a disadvantage, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, 22.
12.
DC's not 9 because she trusts all of you.
I'm
I
with
mean-
Harlan if we've got to leave her so she's clean.
I don't want y'all to be out there on my account without my help. So,
But Lulu, we
If
don't
this
want
is what-
to make you do anything that you don't want to do either.
she pauses. If it's to save Zaria, I'll do it. I'll look the other way.
Harlan kneels down. He sees that she's being skittish about this. He's like, I swear on my oath, I would not do harm to any that did not deserve it.
She gives you a little weak smile. And Maggie looks to you all. Well then. So the vehicles you would like?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Mad Max Thunderdome it is.
I think Harlan's
Indeed, you're
taken
picking up on part of the themes, my dear.
I think Harlan's taken up one of the more motorcycle one because he's gonna have to replace his horse and he wants something horse sized.
Very good. And I would offer you it's a fair price for what you've given me. You've helped so many. 4 soul coins. And she'll hand you guys 4 soul coins.
Okay.
Cap takes him.
Yes.
He wants to drive.
The Tormentor and the Devil's Ride currently have, we'll call it full gas. So you'll be fine for 4 days. But you'll have to refill them after that.
Also, there was
Do
one-
each of them take 1 coin for 4 days no matter what?
Yes.
Okay.
Each one has its own mobility and abilities, but they require the same approximate amount of power.
Harlan looks at the Cap. He's like, "Hey, give me 2 of those coins. I'll be riding the motorcycle. You can ride the tank."
He,
Right, what's your guys'
he tosses
constitutions?
What's that?
What's your constitution scores?
15. I have a +2 on that.
Alright, let me double check the soul coins here.
Mine's 18.
Okay. Because they're...
Oh, are you talking about saves or just the actual
No,
stat?
constitution score. Yeah.
Okay.
So you each have a +2?
I do, yeah.
Mine says +4, but I don't know.
Oh, you're +4? Harlan, you're
Yeah.
+2?
Yeah.
As you distribute these coins between each other, Harlan, you feel this heavy weight in your hands, and you feel like almost like a sucking in of air as you grasp them. This sorrow, but it doesn't overwhelm you. Cat, you get that same feeling, but to a lesser extent.
Cap ignores it.
Harlan chucks him in his
Very
bag.
good. Another word of advice for you, dearies, because you've done such good things for me. And I'll ignore the bit of a prank you were playing with pins and needles there. She smiles at Cat.
Cap smirks at her.
It's fair, I would have done the same. But there's many different, call them gangs surrounding Avernus. Members with their own infernal war machines, warlords, and things of that nature. You should keep your eyes peeled, as you ride upon Avernus, they may try and track you down, take your soul coins for their own, or even your rides.
Oh god, Garish is
So-
out there.
I'll warn you, there's a creature known as Bitter Breath. He's to be avoided. There's a woman known as Feanor. Bit of an odd duck. You might have a conversation with her, but she's a bit mad. And then there's Princess Kovic.
Princess
Yeah.
COVID?
You're not the first to make that joke, dearie. They're also to be avoided. However, if you run into a certain man, his name is Smiler, the Defiler. He's a friend.
Spoiler the Defiler? Who named him
Smiler
that?
Defiler.
That's terrible.
Does he
That's
smile?
almost as good as Cultist the Cultist.
Does he look like a
Oh,
sweet
yes.
tooth? That kind of
Does he look
smile?
like the Joker with a big smile?
Almost. If you meet him, tell
You
him
smile?
you're a friend of Mad Maggie, and he'll know you're a friend. So let me put those in the chat for you.
I am running out of places to write on my page. Damn it.
Page. I just have a notepad thing open up. It scrolls
That's what I
indefinitely.
do. It's easier that way.
Feanor.
Let's see. Let's see if I can do this.
I can't find those. Smiler the Defiler.
This is my setup.
So Feanor avoid, Princess Kovic avoid, Bitter Breath avoid, Smiler get on that Defiler train.
Yeah. If you present yourself as a friend of Mad Maggie, he should know you as an ally, is basically what she's saying. Now, let's see. Well, I suppose that concludes our business. I've given you ample information, vehicles, and soul coins, and you've dealt with some issues in my camp and killed a few rapscallions. If you'd like, you can rest here before you journey out. You're welcome here in Mad Maggie's Fort Knucklebone.
Yeah, Harlan's like, yeah, I'm definitely, I need a nap.
For sure.
Very
Same
good.
Cap is
spots.
always down for that.
I've tried twice to get a good nap in so far.
Derva's gonna run out the door and be like, Snuggle time, Marty!
I don't know what that means.
Frito. There, Frito.
And as you guys all leave, Lulu will flitter out a bit dejectedly.
Derva would like to poke her head out and be like, Snuggle time, Lulu.
Max reaches out with her. It's like a big bear hug.
Right. You guys all come there.
Like right there. Cool.
It's our snuggle
Harlan
room.
goes back
Right.
to his chair.
And as you're all leaving, Mad Maggie will look to Rhea and say, "Dear Rhea, a moment of your time, if you don't mind." And she'll stop. And Mortimer's with her, and he'll go, "I'll go with you." And they go in. The rest of you go to your respective places, and after a couple of minutes, Rhea and Mortimer leave Mad Maggie's room. Mortimer comes to here, and Rhea goes down here. And you guys go to take a long rest.
Yay!
Go ahead.
Yay, spell slots.
Can't
Take your
wait.
long rest. Good job, Cap, interfering from the outside realm.
That was pretty cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, their bodies are there. He could do stuff if he wanted.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was thinking about it, but I
He
didn't
could
know.
draw a penis on Durva's face.
He could have.
Cap
He
would
had every
never.
opportunity to draw many a dick, but he
Many a
chose to
dick.
take the high road.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
chose to use my action and bonus action wisely.
And potentially instigate another needless fight.
I swear to God, Rhea failing to crawl out of that muck saved our whole group.
Rhea, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhea fought like crawling out of that sludge saved our group because I
Oh.
would have inflicted wounds on Maggie.
Oh my god, I thought you said
Serendipity.
when Rhea farted in front of the group, and I was like,
No, when
No,
she
did I
crawled out
miss
of the muck.
something? Crawled out.
If you
not
would have gone to
farted.
attack her, I would have still had you make the check to see if you would know better.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I would have given you the opportunity.
Nat
And
one
had you rolled
distracted
really
by a
bad, I'd be
Like, are
like,
you sure you want to be stupid?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to make this bad decision?
but yeah, you guys all get to a long rest.
Yeah, 100%. Had that gone through and Harlan knew about it, he definitely would have chastised you.
Me?
Just to see it chastise Durva.
Oh, I was going to say, I
Cap
didn't
is
do
not
anything.
an intelligent cleric. He is a vengeful one.
Cap looks after his
You guys
friends.
all go to sleep for an evening's rest. As much as you can find an evening, you're never going to swear. It's always
Everything's
hot.
burning.
It's always bright.
Harlan
There is
sleeps
hot
peacefully
sun.
with Mickey next to him, writhing in his grotesque form.
Mickey's very quiet and content with all the wheezing noises coming from the gas bag that is his chest and face.
Gross.
Cap is strangely soothed by Mickey's breathing.
And as you all rest, Durba,
Stop.
as you sleep, shadows take your mind. You find yourself in a familiar place, one that you asked to be in, one you want to be in. Behind the bars, looking out, those glowing cat-like eyes. And you hear a voice. You rang?
I rang before I knew.
You what?
I can't talk to you anymore.
Why is that?
This fun is costing me my friendships. Before you, my life was devoted to Max, to keeping her safe. And now Rhea, who calls me a friend, is seeking to chastise me. And I don't like it. Durva doesn't cry.
Your friends are angry?
I got in trouble for having fun. I don't want to have fun anymore. I want to save this city. I want to get my friends out safe.
Well, if you're going to be so serious, Durva, I can help. Like you said, you and I are friends. You don't want to betray a friend, right?
I don't. No.
Well then, we can work this out. If they're too afraid to have fun, and we can work it out.
And what do you have in mind?
Don't worry, I've already fixed Mac's gift. She shouldn't be afraid of her eyes going away.
That was you that cleaned her?
Yes, I gave it something more. She wants to be beautiful, and it will do that for her.
Well, that's not
Just tell her.
fun.
You need to tell her, Durga. It's fun for Max, is it not?
She yelled at me too. I got yelled at.
Yes, yes. You got yelled at for what? Having a bit of a tumble with some weak, insignificant creatures. It sounds to me like your friends need to realize that you're so much stronger than these things.
But I'm strong with them. I
You're
almost died.
strong
I laid on the ground and
because
just laughed.
of me. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Durga, be smart.
Be wise.
Wise.
The Warlock pact you took recently feels like a heavy weight. You fall to a knee in your cell. Durva, Durva, Durva. Together, we are strong. I promised you one thing. That we will deal with the devils. We'll help with Rhea. We'll make your friends happy. Friendship is a difficult thing. You have to figure things out. It's a negotiation. Do you understand?
I understand that my friends have been nothing but loyal to me while I have ran around just having fun, skipping through hell, skipping through Avernus.
I have told you everything you need to know, everywhere you need to go, every step, every single thought in your head has been my aid. Otherwise, you would be spinning directionless. I have been nothing but kind, and you throw it in my face.
There's one thing you
We're
have not
supposed
showed
to
me.
be friends, Durva.
Friends show themselves. I cast Prestidigitation and cast light so I can see her.
You watch as these two large hands grab at the bars and grip them and pull forward in this harlequin mask cracked down the middle, one half blackened, the other half this stark bone white. Each of these eyes are sunken, whirling black pits with cat-like irises gaze at you as you feel its form, almost it gestures hat in impossible different angles with all these different, almost like tentacles of a hat with these bells ringing, pulls in, and I need you to make another wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Well, you are overcome by this presence. A madness seeps into your heart. Roll me a D100.
No. No. Max got free of her gun so easily. Where's my fucking roll?
Max didn't make a pact with this thing. An 11. Let me check here. This would be indefinite madness.
I have indefinite madness?
Yep.
Yes, as a feeling pours into your body. Ironically, this is where Durga begins. You feel in your heart that you've discovered a truth peering into this maddening figure that you just love to kill.
Thanks, Weird.
Excites you. And as the figure is looming over you, do you understand now, Durga? You see me. Are you happy?
Very.
Good. Don't ask to see me again. As the figure pushes back into the shadows. It's to protect you.
Friends don't hurt friends. And I turn
I
away.
not hurt you, Durga. I merely helped you realize the truth in your blackened heart. Now wake up! And you wake up. All of you wake up after a long rest.
Derva just lays there.
Max pokes
So
at Durva.
she
Are you
she
waking up?
cleared that, right? Like she stopped the madness, stopped everything, said don't do it again,
No.
and you'll be okay.
No, you succumb to the
No.
madness.
Oh, okay.
You
I wasn't sure
feel-
because you were like, don't let it happen again. So I wasn't sure if like
No. He was saying, Xanarath was saying, don't betray them again. Otherwise, or ask to see them again. Otherwise, you would go further into madness. And like I said, I will copy paste the quote here. This is in the back of your mind at all times.
Fun.
Yeah, because I redid the madness chart, and that's where that ended up on the low scale, because low means bad in my book.
yeah, I was really I was like 11. Yes, awesome. Only 11 points of damage.
No.
I live.
But yeah, that is a permanent flaw to your character.
Okay.
So roleplay accordingly.
Raise you a little bit.
Role play accordingly.
Yep.
But you all awaken with a new mission, a direction to go. This hill, where apparently some knights are. At least that's what Lulu says. And I'll give you, Max, a single insight check on Durva as she awakens.
Okay. Oh no.
Does she get advantage? She's my best friend.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
can I get an advantage, a best friend advantage?
Sure.
I'm like sweating. My hands are fucking sweating. I hate this game.
Mom spaghetti.
I'm going back to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate doesn't do this to me.
Yes, it does.
Can I
Yes,
roll
it
with
does.
advantage?
Nice.
Yeah, you can roll.
Roll insight again normally, because you already rolled it once, so.
Okay. I see nothing.
Oh my god.
You look at Durva, and there's just a smile on her face. She just seems happy. And that is where we'll end this session.